meeting the ICC executives and officials?
See, we were starting now USA cricket for last so many years, last 2 decades, and we did as much promoted cricket in USA now. So we want to see the international scales coming to the USA now 2024 World Cup. So you want to see visiting the facility, visiting how they doing ICC, how they're doing international scale, where they're dominating the cricket like India, Pakistan, all. So this is a great platform we have now to learn, bring that scale to USA. So our main vision to come down in Dubai, see that what standard of the grounds, what standard of the tournament they're happening here, what standard of the academy running it, and how they're setting up. So there's you can see the view of the academy they're running right now, and we just visit. Right before that, we visit indoor academy also for ICC academy. So that we need to bring in USA now, because USA now is platform in the cricket now. So US Open is one of the major tournament been playing for all this year, but now we have more things coming in USA. So we want to learn more experience from international skills. So that's the reason we're here for the ICC Cricket Academy, and look at it, the Sharjah stadiums today, and look at it, this thing of what we're missing for USA.
Excellent. And we have seen US T20 Open going on for 13 years. It's one of the reputable tournament, and we have a lot of teams from West Indies, India, Pakistan, and everywhere. So now in this year, you have endorsed at least 3 different tournaments. A few of them we know, Arkansas, California. So tell me about this endorsement and the movement which is happening in US cricket, as everybody is tired with the US cricket administration, and they are looking up to Cricket Council USA to endorse more and more cricketers and more tournaments. So tell me your plan of action on that, both tournaments and players.
Yeah, it's very simple. Cricket Council USA is a 2-decade recognition organization, and the private entity. Private entity means in America is a different country than any other country, like in UAE, Pakistan, India, Dubai, and Bangladesh. They have the government control on the cricket. USA in America, they don't have no control. The private enterprises more success than any organization. So our organization have freedoms. We can do any kind of tournament. Any players, they can come and play and participate in it. So we seen of them last 20 years, many organizations came in and is gone, and they're not doing the proper promoting cricket. So Cricket Council USA, we are the one only establishing cricket body in USA right now. So oldest and recognizations by Congress and governors and local senators, all recognizations. They bring this thing at the platform to bring the cricket is the right direction for last 2 decades. You know, like first we find the T20 in USA, then find T10, first cricket stadium he builds. So cricket organization for Cricket Council USA behind a lot of effort on the developing cricket in USA. So we saw this thing up is not moving right in direction for cricket, which is a member of the organization from ICC. So we stepped in many times, and it's continuously we promoting cricket right direction. So we seen a lot of tournament is not sanctioning, a lot of tournament is not promoting. So Cricket Council USA start promoting cricket for other scales, to bring more tournaments to in, not just for US Open, many other tournaments where we can get the better players. So this is the opportunity we give them to all the tournament hosts who was doing it. We're doing the free for sanctioning recognizations by Cricket Council USA for any tournaments there. So you can log in cricketcouncilusa.com, fill your application, and endorse your tournament and sanction tournament by Cricket Council USA. This private entity, again, I was telling you, and this is the more recognizations by anybody. We have tournament hosting under ICC umbrella, ICC under rules regulation we have been done. We are officially in sanctioning the US Open for ICC sanction, and this is the only platform we had it. So now opportunity be open for everybody. So that's why we have started endorsing and recognizations and sanctioning the tournament for local scale, because they need it. They need very much to come in and play, and we need more players.
Yeah, like another thing, to develop any sport, we need infrastructure, grounds, and all. So we heard that you already secured lands 100 acres to 200 acres in more than 5 states, namely DC, New Jersey, Atlanta, Florida, and Houston. So tell me about your plans getting this type of grounds where ICC standard ground in USA. I know there are at least 6 or 7 constructions going on, which you are leading by at least 5 of them that I know. Tell me about your plans, by when these cricket grounds and infrastructure will be available for US cricketers, and what is next steps for this, take it forward.
You see the facility like this, and that's what the facility they needed in USA. We do have Broward County Cricket Stadium, MAQ Cricket Stadium, and there is in Houston few cricket stadiums, the grounds. But the major fields right now is only international scale is the Broward County Cricket Stadiums, and also we have number of the cricket developing in. And now the times we want international scale to bring in a lot of international. So we came here visiting in many grounds, Sharjah Cricket Stadium #1, and then we came in ICC Academy grounds and all. So what scale we can bring in more? So we have choose 5-6 ground we building up there in USA now currently. One is Faithful in I-95, there's 2 international cricket council, and then also in the international cricket council standards we building on those, and that also they coming in to international scale in New Jersey, Philadelphia, and then a 200 acre we just inquiry in Washington DC, and we building one also private facility. So we main reason we came here see that ICC Academy, how the academy working, and ICC Academy here in the way, so we can able to similar same copy to bring in the Washington DC. There's a main hubs for the players and all. New York close by, you have Washington, Virginia, Atlanta, on North Carolina, South Carolina, all they come by. So we was putting on one is private organization academy is in there in Washington DC area, and we just have finished 200 acres, and this is the clubhouse we have it. So we getting this thing up, so that will be other boost. We have number of 32 grounds now for our Cricket Council USA, many different Philadelphia, Tampa, for South Florida, and New Jersey, and also we number of tournament we sanctioned recently. So is growing, mass growing, going on right now. But our main visit here to how we build the duplicate copies, international skills and academies, and in the Washington DC.
Thank you very much, MacBoy, and thank you for our entire team of Cricket Council USA. And let's hope to see some grounds and exciting cricket in this year up to 2024. Have a nice day.
welcome back, and we are going to be having match number 2 on day 4. Match number 11 of this tournament is about to set underway. Tampa Bay Tigers versus Virginia Bears. Well, the Tampa Bay Tigers would have won the toss. They elected to bat first. Here we go. Kanwar Singh, he'll be bowling to Leslie Daniel, and he's opening the face of the bat and can't score. Runs it out to Gully. So we're still bathed in sunshine, Kimberly, and you were away for a while. You were missing in action.
Well, that was an exciting game earlier. Congrats to the Stallion. They have won that game by 66 runs.
Yes, indeed. There are 2 Stallions in this tournament, so we can call him Stallion 1 and 2. Would this be the second team? Because last night the Stallions won last night, and that was a good game in the high-scoring match. That was the Stallions as well. And Harry Tector, the man of the moment, showed us how 2020 cricket could be done and should be done. He calculated, he's debated his time, and waited for the right moment to really turn the motor on. Eventually became the player of the match. This is a swing and a miss outside the off stump. I thought you were going to correct me and say he didn't miss because he caught up with air. He missed the ball. He missed the white leather. Well,
So the Tampa Tigers, they won the toss and elected to bat.
yes, managed there by Charlie Nazir Javid Charlie. He was coaching the team on the sidelines. I had a little chit-chat with them there.
Charlie, he had played in the Legend tournament.
Yes. Inside out, and he's going to get runs here. He's going to be rewarded with 4 the first boundary, and to open his account, and to open Tampa Bay's account, there goes the first boundary of the inning.
Yes, so Tampa Tigers, they have watched them, even though I wasn't here, I watched them while they were playing throughout the tournament, and they're really putting up some good fight here. And well, they're batting first, and they're looking to get a good total.
Yeah, he got a good stride into that one, and we're in the power play, the first 6 overs. You know, this is a mandatory power play, where no more than 2 fielders can be outside of the 30-yard circle. He's not playing here. It was yes, no. In the end, he was knocked down there by the man at backward point, and enabled the batsman to run a comfortable single in the end.
Well, Ivor, it seems as if you're getting a call from Jamaica, from your friend. That's your new friend now in Jamaica, Ivor. You know who it is?
Sharon, I would think.
Ah.
You did say it this morning, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. That's my #1 fan over there in Jamaica. Well, 5 for no loss. Daniel here, he's 5 from 5. So we have 1 legal delivery left in this over, the opening over. Remember, it's a 2020 encounter. The rule of play: no more than 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. A swing and a miss outside the off stump. As over number 1 comes to an end, it's 5 for no loss.
Well, good start already there from the Tampa Tigers. They picked up 5 already from the first over. So you can see Charlie, he's on his feet looking and coaching the batters who are at the crease, and he's still having a chat with those to come. Charlie's a very, very good player, exceptional player. Watched him throughout the Legend tournament. He had played for India in that series.
Yes, and just some 5 runs coming from that. 2 scoring shots. But if you ask me, they had an occasion on all of those deliveries to score. They
Yes.
missed out on 4 occasions where they would have had 4 dots.
So in tune for a very excited game here, Ivor. The sun is up and out in all its glory. It's a wonderful day of cricket here at the Broadwood County Stadium. see a good friend of mine, umpire Lindo, all the way from Jamaica, Jamaica land we love. We always say, no problem, man.
And I got in trouble the last time when I thought that the wooden water was just for men. You said no.
It's as we would say in Jamaica, it's for all of we.
Yeah. You told me, you said the water is for the women and the...
It's for all of us.
Well, what is wooden water? Remember you corrected me? You said it's for everybody. Some get water, some get wooden water. And he's swinging and missing. Spinning high shower and is coming from the land of wood and water.
Well, I know that it's a busy time in Jamaica. It's a busy time across the world. We're a couple weeks away from Christmas. Yes, so, and I'm sure the hairdressing parlor must be full by now.
Do you celebrate Christmas?
Yes, I do. It's my favorite time of the year.
What do? You play mask? You play clown? You just shop?
The share.
The jingle bells? What? Do you like the Christmas tree? What do you like about Christmas?
The atmosphere, everything about it.
This is a Yorker length, good delivery. Batsman was in no man's land and he hitting the toe end of the bat there. The scamper through for single. So it's your favorite time of the year. Is it because it gets cold, it's snow, you want a white Christmas, or you just like Santa Claus coming to you, give you gifts? What is it about Christmas that you like?
It's every day is a day of giving, but it's so special, like giving to those who don't have, on a special time like Christmas. So it's my perfect time of the year.
Well, Santa must be good to you because he keep getting stuck in the chimney. So I don't get a gift. And the one time he came down the chimney, I had to run from him. He came down with all that smut on him, that suit. He came through chimney with black and... why would he come down the chimney? There was no red on him when he came down the chimney.
It's
I
all
said,
black.
yeah, he look all nasty. I said, I don't want a gift from you, man.
So you turn him back?
Yeah, but one chance when he came down the chimney. After that, he got stuck in the chimney.
Okay.
Every time.
So 6 runs on the board already. Tampa Tigers, they won the toss and elected to bat, and they're up against Virginia Bears. So it's the Tigers against the Bears. We'll see who will come out on top at the end of this game. We have another game to go.
Yes, and that's slated for 5:30 our time here in the... So that one is wide outside the off stump, well left. And you said that's your favorite stroke when you played cricket? You're in no danger of getting out.
No.
Well left, okay. I thought it was a cover drive. Well, that's a good stroke in test cricket, trust me. You know where your off stump is, and you would just raise that bat and watch it go past the off stump. Would not be giving the wicket keeper or the slip cordian a chance of taking a nick because you would have left it. Well,
we see that 185 was a struggle for the Titanic. So through the hands of the man at point. Could not hold on to that one.
that was hit with some venom, though. He would have been a good haul in. He was going up goalkeeper fashion. You know, FIFA World Cup is on at this time. And you know my pick for the FIFA World Cup?
I know. I think I'm going to say Brazil.
Brazil, and I have Brazil. I'm looking for a 4th place person.
You know who is going to win? Argentina.
But I am telling you, I'm looking for a 4th place winner. So I'm back in Brazil, and I'm looking for a 4th place winner.
You want a 4th place winner? Brazil.
Brazil is number 1, number 2, and number 3. I'm looking for 4th place. Outside the off stump, that one is coming back in after it would have passed the batsman, taken there by the wicket keeper. And a good comeback, but the previous delivery that was slashed over point for 4. He was really hit with disdain. He was hit with some venom. If he had to pull that in, he would have been headed for the dugout to get some treatment on those fingers or his palm, because it came out like a rocket from the bat. Double figures, went to 11.
We see where 100. We saw where 185 was a struggle for the Titanic. So if another team can get to 184 or more, it's going to put up a struggle for the opponent.
Yes, but the pitch is quite good. It's the ball is coming through. You can play through the line. You can play your strokes. We've seen some pulls and hooks and uppercut, and that one just the four that was in that boundary was a good shot outside the off stump. It was over pitch outside the off stump, but it really came out the meat of the bat and went down to the backward point boundary. So we have some 6 runs coming out of that over. That included a wide.
So they are going at 5.5 runs and over. This partnership consists of 11 runs. Is 11 with that loss, and we're in over number 3, Tampa Tigers. They won the toss and elected to bat, and they're up against Virginia Bears.
And you see, that's what I don't like. They would have got 6 runs from the over, but it included a wide. So it simply means a 4 and a 1. Then you have 4 dot deliveries. This is the way you say you don't like the West Indies. People jump and cheer for the 4.
Yeah.
But they forget that 4 dot deliveries was in the over. That could have been 4 more runs if they would have turned over.
They strike.
Right, and get singles. Well, it's back to live cricket though. He's stroking this one nicely. But it's covered sweeper runs to his left. Avert the stop and make sure they get no more than 1. So a dozen is on the board at this time. 7 to Leslie Daniel. And Side Lavai is on 4.
It is now 2:32. It's a nice shot. He races to the boundary for 4. Beats the man at cover. Runs away to the boundary. Scores, moves on up to 16. 16 without loss in over number 3. That's a nice shot there, Ivor.
Yes, indeed. Square driven. He was a bit aerial, but he went from the bat like a shot from a gun. And again, Sweet 16 is on the board, but I'm telling you, we do not want to settle for a 4 and then dot. So you applaud the 4, and then after that is like, I am still here, I survived the over. You have got to continue. The partnership of 16, these are the 2 opening batters. That's Side and Leslie Daniel. Sing left arm over. This time he's cutting again, and this one is a better looking shot. Oh, glorious. Fielder would have given up chase halfway through the chase. It's not a square driven. This time was all along the ground. There it is.
Indeed, Ivor, that's a tidy shot there. And the score moves up to 20. Seems as if they're taking advantage of the power play. And we're in the 3rd over. 3 overs to go. 3.3 overs to go in the power play. It's a wonderful look here at the Broward County Stadium right here in Florida. It is the Tampa Bears and they're up. It's the Tampa Tigers and they're up against the Virginia Bears. Tampa, they won the toss and elected to bat.
So back-to-back boundaries. Let's see if you have a third. No, it's going to be not third time lucky. Struck it straight to extra cover. He pouches the catch. Wicket number 1 down. And there goes Side, disappointed with himself, slams the bat into the pad and saying, I had another boundary. Here it is. Aerial come off the outer portion of the bat, and like a piece of cake, he took it nonchalantly and said, make your way back to the hut, pal. So 20-1. Tampa Bay Tigers winning the toss, decided to take first knock, trying to set a target. Present, they're on 20-1, going to over number 3.
That was a good catch, a soft dismissal there. 20-1 in over number 3. After he picked up 2 consecutive 4s, he was going for it again. Good catch there to send him back to the dressing room.
Yes, so Hassan is the new batter. He's making his way. Seems to be putting on some size. This guy can hit a ball. He can hit a long ball. He doesn't run the quick singles and what have you, but if you get the willow on that leather, I'm telling you, he can put it away.
And
So side.
that's what they would want him to do, to put it away, to get something tangible on the board.
Yeah, so Hassan at the one drop, number 3. That's my favorite position when I used to play cricket.
Yeah.
I love to bat at number 3. Never like to open. But I can go in after one delivery and go down at number 3 and be really, really, really comfortable and confident. Well, here it is. Hassan is covering up nicely, trying to get off the mark. Yes, no, yes, no. The non-striker was not interested at all. He was standing, as a matter of fact, off the pitch and behind the sticks. That's not one for the schoolboys to look at. He's well wide. I have to make sure that Hassan knows where his man is. He's really, really wide of the crease. He's going to be running off the pitch. So he will not be warned unless he runs diagonal and comes onto the pitch. Hassan is playing one, passing the leg stump. They call it the French cut. Some call it the Maurice Foster shot. Getting an inside edge and it's bounced just over the stump for him to get off the mark. The over come to an end. It's a successful one in which just 10 runs would have come from it, but by all means, 1 wicket down.
Yep, 21 for 1. So, as I said, 10 runs coming from it. A very good over, but they have a wicket in that, so the bowler would have been happy with himself. The run rate, the current run rate moves up to 7. 1 extra so far. And if you're just joining us on maqtv.com, we say welcome. And those of who are watching, we say thanks for staying with us.
Yes, indeed. So overs are racing along. Remember, stick and stay. There's another match to follow. The final one for the day. This is day number 4 of the 9-day tournament. And you would have told the folks that we have some 34 international stars on display.
Yes, we have. You have players from New Zealand, from Pakistan, from India.
And that's a wonderful shot. Oh, glorious. This one just outside the off stump, splitting the short third man and backward point. And it was 4 from the time he left the bat. So Hassan, that's what we come to expect from him.
A very confident shot there, Ivor, through the point region there. 25 for 1. He seems to be confident. He's in control of his game. And he's going to get some runs on the board.
Yeah, it was 4 from the time he left the bat. Now they're strengthening the offside there. The cover sweep has gone round to a deep backward point. The third man has gone to a wider third man. So let's see the comeback delivery. What will Hassan do as he comes and bowls over the wicket? And Hassan is playing this one in the... Yeah, he's coming off the pad, I think. It was a loud appeal. Same as if it's hitting high from our vantage point. If you can see that again. Maybe he tried to cover up. Let's have a look. Yeah, he hits the pad. Hits the right pad outside the off stump. Playing a shot. The umpire decided he's not out. Of course, was hit on the right pad outside the off stump. Clearly, you could have seen that. Good decision there by the umpire. They're coming into their own humans. Of course, there'll be mistakes made. No, it was a decision last. Oh, he's swinging across this one as there was a lot of acreage in the onside. There's no one in the onside beyond the 30-yard boundary. And with that shot, we're going to be field placement changing. The third man comes up. Exchange position with the short fine leg.
So the winner of the tournament will the team that will win the competition, they will get for themselves $150,000
No,
US.
100,000.
And the second place 50.
Or something in that ballpark. But I don't know, it's 100,000 for the thing. It's 150,000 tournament this time. Again, he's opening the face of the bat and playing with soft hands for a single. And like I said, Hassan doesn't want quick singles, so they're targeting him. Maybe they know a little bit about him because the throw came in at the bowler's end, trying to target him, which by all means they should have done that too, because he was on the back foot playing that shot into the offside, and to run you have to come forward. So it took a little time. He's a big man, to come forward, so he struggled a little in getting to the non-striker's end. So the southpaw would be on strike now. He's been at the top of the inning. That's Leslie Daniel. He's on 7 from 8. Goes in and botches 1 up, and the signal is coming in now that that's a dead ball. So more dots on the board. We have 4 deliveries and we already have 2 dots. So there are a lot of dots. By the time this inning would have finished, if they continue in this vein, it's going to be a whole lot of dots. I can see Honey beneath me. He's padded up. He might be next in. He too can hit a long ball. Or he's pulling and not getting hold of it. Maybe it's coming into his body. We'll see the signal from the umpire. Yes, here comes the signal now. It's the
to 250.
so the winner gets 150.
So the tournament is $150,000.
Yes, the tournament. Yes.
And the first place will get for themselves $100,000.
Oh, it's correct. Yes.
And then next year, the cash prize will be increased to $250,000, where the first place will win for themselves $150,000 US dollars.
Oh, it's going up, up, up. They're fighting with inflation. Inflation is going up, and so is the prize money. We see Mr. David Maitland, the mayor of Miramar, and he owns this stadium, you know, David Maitland. Have you ever heard about Little David? That's the man. You want anything done in cricket, you just appoint David. He'll get it done.
Okay. 27 for 1. At the end of over number 4, it is Daniel and Hassan at the crease. So 6 runs coming from that over. The run rate reads 6.8, and just 2 extras already. 7 runs between the batters. This partnership is consists of 7 runs, 27 for 1. So either they are going at 6 and over. 4 overs gone, 27 runs on the board. What's it take? What's your prediction?
Well, it's early days yet. I'm going to tell you what I know for a fact. That last over had in 3 dot balls. Too many dots. We've got to get fit enough to run between the sticks. You're going to turn the 0 into 1, the 1 into 2s, and the 2s into 3s, and you're going to whack it for 4.
Yes.
So too many dots. Too many dots. See, 88 started with a boundary. Then 2 dots, and the very last delivery was a dot.
So at the end of this over, George will be joining us in the commentary box. They have a change.
Yes, George been here from day 1, and George said that he felt he was in the gym and was pumping irons. By the time he got home, he said, thank God for his wife. If he's never loved his wife, was last night he said that she had to help him through the doors, into the shower, into the bed, and he was sleeping like a baby. He said he was twisting, turning. This one is in the air. Did he get a good hold of it?
Yes, 1 bounce to the boundary for 4.
Yes. So Leslie Daniel has joined the party. Now he has struck a boundary. I think that's the 2nd boundary of the inning. Inside out. Pick this spot. This is over number 5. The power play, we would have seen some 66 runs from power play. I think the most for the tournament so far. But I don't think they're going to get anywhere close to that. Although they still have another
over
4 deliveries, which to do so. There's a single. Said he's pushing Hassan. Hassan is not known for running these quick singles, but he had no choice because Leslie played it. It was his call, and Hassan just had to respond, and that he did. So that's it. They started the over with a dot. So he does not want to continue to have dots. So Hassan has got to continue to wheel the willow. We have have what? 9 deliveries into the power play?
Yes.
Okay.
And the score is 32 for 1. It is Hassan who is on strike.
He's covering up and he's looking for a single direct hit, and he would have been in trouble. Hassan is saying, no, 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 I am not this quick runner in the wicket like that. I know we have to squeeze this thing, but that's me. That's not me by nature. He's not listening to the commentary.
It was a yes-no decision there, but at the end they made the right decision to say no and go back.
He was right, because the throw that went to the bowler's end missed, or else he would have been on his way back to the hut. Well, Hassan, let's see, he's another dot. He's coming after him. So 2 dots in a row.
But you can see the intention of Hassan there. He's not a big runner, but he's opening up to those big shots. That one drift outside of the off stump. He went off the it, but didn't make any connection there. But his intention is very clear that he's going to go hard.
Well, signs of aggression. We have all of 3 dots in this over so far. Too many dots. Down the leg side, and they're going to be getting a leg by. And they going there gunning for Hassan. I think they know these guys again. So he had an opportunity to maybe get the wicket here at the striker's end, but they're going after Hassan. They know if he stays there, he can really up the ante, and at the same time to get his wicket.
So 5 overs completed, 33 for 1. So we have a change in the commentary box.
There we go. Yeah, we're going to have a double change, as a matter of fact. So George is going to be accompanied by Vinod.
Well, thanks a lot to Ivan Kim there. It's 33 for 1. Leslie Daniel on 12 and Said Hassan on the 6. Said Hassan is a big hitter of the cricket ball. Let me say good afternoon once more to George.
Yes, sir. And continues to be a lovely day for cricket right here in South Florida. A beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And after 5 overs, it is 33 for 1 with a run rate of 6.6.
So it's Leslie Daniel and Hassan Daniel played in the minor leagues, and he played for the Florida Beamers 2 seasons ago. Hassan is a big hitter, played in the MCL this year, was the best batsman in the Chicago leg of the MCL. So 2 guys out there that Tampa will be depending on. It's back and cuts well, that's 4.
Yes, there was no doubt about that. He gave him width, and Saeed Hassan made no mistake with that one.
Yeah, short and outside the off stump, just laying back and getting it away for 4. I see my 5-hour energy is still here. Don't think Ivor will take that. I don't think Kim needs it.
Oh, well, you know, they're there just in case.
Hassan is in trouble here. He's gone leg before. And you can see Saeed Hassan started to walk. Even before the umpire raised that dreaded finger, he chose the wrong delivery to sweep at. It was too full, and he couldn't access it. And he's on his way. Tampa, they've lost their 2nd wicket. Let's have a look again.
And you could see the slow, dreaded finger. Everybody was jumping. Even the square leg thought that was out.
Yep, that looked really, really good. That was plumb in front.
Wicket keeper, bowler.
That was so plumb Stevie Wonder would have given that.
Yes.
37 for 2.
And yes, we have the famous Honey Gory coming to the crease.
And one hopes that Honey Gory can play a sweet hand today. Daniel is there still, 12 of 12. Tampa Tigers taking part in this tournament. So a number of local players on the Tampa Tigers squad. So it's just 10 to 3 in the afternoon. We've got a late start with the second game. Hopefully we'll make up for it later on in the day. 3 matches today. Masood and Hack. Masood Hack, sorry. 1 for 4 in his first over. Not bad. Gory taking his time.
And Honey Gory, he was born in the Czech Republic. Or his nationality, the Czech Republic. And he does play cricket for minor league cricket in the U.S. Plays, for, as indicated, does play for the Fort Lauderdale Lions.
So they're taking a very long time to set their field. Yeah, the Bears.
Yeah,
I think the umpires need to take control here now.
yes, the game is even slower than normal.
He's still setting the field. Come on, umps. Let's get the game going. It's taking really, really long. He's still setting the field. I know you've been checking the time in between deliveries. Set the field for that.
Yes.
That goes into the boundary for 4. Everywhere he moved every single fielder, but didn't put anyone there.
And Leslie Daniel, I guess he was a little bit impatient to get this game going. And Masood Haq was taking his time, and they're still setting the field.
So initially, the captain asked mid-wicket to come finer, and then, without a ball being bowled, he sent him back in the same position, squarer, and then asked him to come back finer.
Yes, they're just the umpire need to speed the game up. This is a T20. They're required to take a certain amount of time for each over, and if each team doesn't comply, there are penalties. So after 6 overs, 42 for 2, Leslie Daniels 16 from 14, and Honey Gory is on 1 from 1. Okay, slow again, practicing.
Well, Gory's taking a very long time to take his guard and then does not mark it. That's strange.
Oh, we could take a nap. The rate at which this is going. still setting the field. And we're talking Aurora is the new bowler, and still setting the field. So Arsh is into Honeygory, who pulls it over the bowler's head, and they're scrambling for two. "44 for 2. This game is going at snail's pace. Hit that dot into the short mid-wicket region. Scamper through for a single. And they're setting the field again. I'm not sure if they seem confused about what their plans are. Moving again.
Well, what is this? I haven't seen this
And
in quite a while.
fielder moves.
Look
goes
at it.
back, goes
So he moves point to backward point, moves him back to point, and then sends him back to backward point.
Yes, this game.
What is the point? By the way, he still hasn't delivered yet, Aurora.
Finally, he delivers. Still indicating
Well, that is going to go down to deep mid wicket.
and they scamper through for a single. And they're moving the field again. This over will take all of 10 minutes.
Well, I can understand having a couple changes now with the right-hander on strike, but he has really overdone it here, Aurora.
So at a slow pace, the batter hit the ball directly back to him. Instead of going back to his line and bowling again, he stands up and faces the batter. Hikes that over the infielder, and they finally get a single, and the over is finally over.
Wow. After 7 overs, the score is 47 for 2, time for an afternoon nap.
Oh, yes. But we could have had a nap during that over. It took that long.
So let's time this over. You can start timing now, George.
Yes, we definitely will time this over. See the rate at which they are really doing these overs. We're going to start now. Just having so much discussion.
The guy is just looking in empty space and looking to find fielders to send them somewhere. Okay, let's look at it. So he sends the sweeper, squarer. He calls him back into the same position he was in. My God. Or he gets us down behind square. This is go very close to the boundary. And a good stop down there. They're going to come back for 2. Mid wicket goes finer now. So Corey will be looking to go squarer. By the way, George has his clock on.
Yes, I'm checking just to see just how long it's going to take to, and they're moving the fielders again. And we know it's a right left hand, right left right combination, but it's as if the fielders aren't sure where they should be based on the left right combination.
Don't think it's that alone. I think the fielders, they're moving so many times, as you can see. A jet goes, this is a nice shot, down to the boundary for 4. A jet goes flying above, taking in the action. I think they were actually waiting to see a couple balls bowl and took off. Bad line.
Yes, it was. And Honey Gory is on 12 from 8. Fielders are slowly moving around again.
Well, the wicketkeeper is appealing for a caught behind. Not out says the umpire. Let's have a look again.
Bowlers appeal, fielders appeal, square point appeal.
Let's have a look at that again. Let's have another look. Let's see if our producer Roddy Lalman could show us that again.
And finally the over. And we're past the 3-minute mark.
That's one more.
So that over took 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
Wow, for a spinner.
For a spinner. 3 minutes and that with only 5 runs coming out of the over.
Yeah, as long as if the ball was struck away so that, they took time to get it back.
So at this rate,
At this rate, I will have to have a shave right here at the ground. I did shave this morning. I'll shave again tonight. So here's your good friend setting his field.
yes, let's start again and see what the rate of this over will be again.
Oh, that's a good shot down the ground and a catch taken. So
Yeah,
Leslie Daniel has to go hitting that one straight down the ground. The third wicket has fallen and Aurora strikes. So we'll have to stop the clock.
And I will say that was a really, really good catch. He sprinted to his left.
That showed good balance.
Truly good fielding. 8.1 overs, 57 for 3. And Daniels has to depart for 19. Aurora, slow as he is, was quite successful. Babar Ashford is the new batter. So the new batter, Baba Rashard, and Aurora is ready. Stroked it into the covers for a single. It's off the mark. Still a left-right combination, so the field, they're still moving around. So it's Honeygory. Straight and down to long on for another single. Slowly, players slowly rotating, getting to their field. Straight on the stump. And Babar has to defend. Aurora again into Babar. Misfield. And the batters scamper through for a single. Fielder had to run a long way to his left, and as a result, he was not able to cleanly field that ball.
So it's 60 for 3, and this game just meandering along. It's another game that you would stop your car to have a look at. Two of the less star-studded teams, so to speak.
Yes, Tampa Tigers versus the Virginia Bears. They really are playing at a somewhat of a molasses pace. And we're talking about molasses in the winter. Sort of wonder why, if is there any reason for them to be playing at this slow pace? Is there something specific online in which they have to make sure everything is perfect?
Well, the captain seems so he's setting the field still. So he brings square leg across to backward point. There's a huge gap on the onside now. All Honeygory has to do is to tap and run.
Which is precisely what he did. Hit it into the huge expanse of real estate that's on the onside, in which he knows he could easily get a single, and precisely what he did. So Babar Ashard is the batter. He's on 2 from 3. And slow pace continues. The bowler is Ritwick.
Driving through the offside, a rare boundary. So that's 4 to Ashard.
Yes, simply stroke that beautifully into the cover region. and was able to get something for that beautiful shot.
So it's 66 for 3. And the guys from Tampa will be looking to put up at least 130 here.
Well, I'm going to make a good guess and say they probably should get 150.
Well, that'll be a lot of getting.
Well, if they make 70 from 10, they probably should at least get double plus 10. And so they're on target. On target. Honigori is on 16 from 12, and Babar is still on 7. They can rotate the strike and scamper through. So we are here.
Ivor Henry is having lunch for the 4th time today. He'll be coming on soon. So at the end of the over, the end of 10, the score is 70 for 3. At least they're building a foundation in which they can attack a little later on. After more comments from George, it will be Ivor and Kim.
Yes. And so at 70 for 3 from 10, slow pace continues. Let's see if maybe with the change in commentary, they will speed the game up a little bit. Here's Kim and Ivor. Change in commentary.
That's a wonderful shot. Out of the park. Umpire raises both arms. A score rushes to 76 for 3.
Yeah, a lot would have happened here, and there's Honey, the little man, getting into the action. And we would have seen. Yes, so Honey, the little man from here, go. He's on 24 from 15. He can smack a good punch. So, Kimberly, good to be in your company again. You stepped away. Where did you go? You did have a stroll around the park?
Yes, I went to get some sun.
So, you're not interested in daughters. You went to get son. They get a son.
Yeah.
So, was it delivered nice and easy, the son?
Yes.
Yes, okay, there you go. Ooh, and Honey is
Can't believe
gone.
it. It went back to the bowler, a cotton bowler, wonderful catch to dismiss the man after he punishes him over the rope for a huge 6. So he answered him back. And the fall of the 4th wicket, 76 for 4. Looking at the monitor here, back to the bowler, a wonderful catch. He's disappointed with himself. The score reads 76 for 4 in over number 11. And I must say, good afternoon to my wonderful friend in Jamaica, Kefloy.
Well, yes, let's see what he was trying to do here. Outside the off stump, and he was... Did he come off the shoulder of the keeper? He just poked right back to him.
He poked right back to him.
Yes, he was trying to just do some hokey-pokey there outside the off stump. He was not being aggressive. He should have been his aggressive self, and I think he would have done himself some good. But Honey goes 24 from 16. And Baba Assad is still there. He's on 8 from 6, 76 for 4. Tampa Bay Tigers winning the toss, decided to take the first knock. trying to set a target here for the Virginia Bears. So, Virginia. Does it have anything to do with being like the Mary? We know it's Christmas time and the Virgin Mary is around. So, Virginia Bears. Anything to do with that? You're all smiles, but I can't hear you. She said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know either. That's why I ask questions. But, you know, there are more questions than answers. He comes over the wicket and bowls right arm leg spinners. And they ambles through for a single. So, Kakola, he gets off the mark straight away. But Honeygory, he was disappointed himself. He was livid. The way he got out, he was probably wanted to be there for the party. You said the party starts at
15 to 20.
15 to 20, so he missed out on the party. Okay, but
Halfway stage, score reads 77 for 4, and we're in the lovely
and beautiful
beautiful Lauderhill, city of Lauderhill.
Lauderhill. And that is especially for Virgil.
Yeah, Mr. Virgil Francis. 007. Good afternoon to you, sir.
You got it right, Kimberly. Virgil 007. He said he'd fight like hell to make sure that this city was blessed with this stadium, this beautiful stadium. And he gets highly offended. Not only offended, he gets highly offended when he's either listening or viewing and hear commentators saying this stadium is in the city of Fort Lauderdale.
And it's in the wonderful city of Lauderhill.
Yeah, but he said you must say the beautiful city of Lauderhill.
Okay.
But it's always good to accompany the Broward County. So it's in the county of Broward County, and it's in the state of Florida, and the country of the United States. Lovely shot outside the off stump. There's ones here. Just one as they feel of putting the slide there. So Virgil, there you have it, your request. Done and dusted. And Kimberly wrote a note, said she's not going to be making that mistake ever again to be referring to this stadium situated in Fort Lauderdale. From now on, it's going to be in the beautiful city of Lauderhill.
11 overs completed. The score reads 79 for 4. It is Tampa Tigers. They're batting first. They won the toss and elected to bat, and they're up against the Virginia Bears. So at the stage, they were halfway stage there now. Ivor, they're 79 for 4, going at a current run rate of 7.2. This partnership is consist of 7 runs, 4 extras from the over so far. What is your prediction at 79 for 4 at the end of 11?
They should get up to 135 from here on in. Would it be enough? We'll have to watch and wait. Outside the off stump, this one drifting across the batsman, taken cleanly there by the wicketkeeper. And the dot continues to grow. If our official score can tell us how many dots in this inning so far, I show him maybe the top score. And another dot, 2 dots in a row.
So it's Carcola who is on strike phase. 4 deliveries already. He's just on 2.
Yes, Chiranjeevi. That's Carcola. By the time you finish calling his name, the over will be over. Chiranjeevi, Carcola. Why would these parents give these long names? It's just like whenever I was in school, teacher used to give me these big words to spell. One time they told me, go and spell lion. I said, come on, teacher, I can't spell that big word, that big old lion. Oh, come on. I said, man, I don't like this. Tell me to spell cow. I said, you know how big a cow is? And I must spell cow. I can't spell those big words. I asked them to give me a little word like mosquito, centipede. You know those little words?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So that's a run that takes the score to 80 for 4. Can they get to 145 or 150 at the end of their 20 overs? We're currently in over number 12. They're going at a run rate of 6.9 runs and over.
Kimberly, I said 150. 135. You're saying 145. That is your prediction. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure because I don't want to put me under the pump, under the gun. Loud appeal.
Umpire
The
not
umpire keeps that
interested.
index finger down. It's only count when it's up. The batsman would never want to see the finger coming up. He was speaking to his square leg umpire, saying one more delivery. And again,
What the batsmen will have to try and do here, Ivor, is try to eliminate all the dots that they're soaking up and try to replace that dot with a run, or maybe try and double up or get some boundaries. 12 overs completed. The score reads 81 for 4.
and guess how many dots was in that over?
How many?
Just guess.
4.
And 2 singles. Too many dots. Come on, fellas. This is high caliber cricket. We have 34 international stars.
Yes,
That's
players
on
from
display.
all around the country, around the
All
world,
around the world,
around the
yes.
world are here with us.
A hat trick of dots, a 1, a dot, and a 1. That was the last over.
So you're in the 12 over, 8 overs to come. The score reads 81. One of these batters, they will have to try and take on the bowlers, try to get something tangible on the board to have to defend.
Well, it's the battle of the animals, the tigers against the bears. And this time the tiger gets a hold of the bear and it's gone all the way out of here. It's another US maximum.
So that's a good shot by the Tigers. The score moves up to 87.
Let's have a look. It was a looping full toss and he made good use of it. Like I said, the animals, we're in the animal kingdom. The bears against the tigers.
Yes.
Okay.
So that put pressure on the bowler now to open up with a 6. So 7 runs from 2 deliveries. The score reads 88 for 4.
This is more like it. This is what we come to expect. The people who are coming through the turnstile here wants to get value for their money. But you know, you can always sit in your armchair at home and just look at this on the MAQ TV. But it's always nice to be, you know, amongst these international stars. You get your autograph, you get your hat signed, and you bring the little ones out to see and to rub shoulders with some of the past players. And this time it's a loud appeal, beaten outside the off stump, and another dot goes into the scorer's book.
So you see a 6, a single, and a dot. So 7 from 3 deliveries now.
We're yet to see an over here, I guess, without a dot.
So they're
Yes.
currently going at 7 runs and over.
Okay, he's going. There's a man down there. He gets in the way, takes the catch. Wicket number 5 goes down. That's a beautiful running catch.
Yes, a stupendous catch there, Ivor, for the 5th wicket to fall. And there it is 88 for 5. So Tigers, they have lost their 5th wicket. That's a beautiful catch.
Let's look at it. And it's a good running catch. He never had time to settle. There it is. Never touched the rope.
He kept his eyes on the ball there, Ivor. Wonderful catch from the man in the deep. The 5th wicket has fallen. It is 88 in over number 12.4.
And MAQ TV has cricket 24/7, and I guarantee you that that catch is going to be one of the highlights to be shown on MAQ TV. Folks, you're in tune with the US Open episode number 14. And you're listening to the voice of Kimberly and Ivor Henry. And we're coming to you from the beautiful city of
Lauderhill.
in the county of
Broward.
in the state of Florida, in the
Yes.
country of the United States of America.
And I must say, a wonderful afternoon to my friend Kath Lloyd. Good afternoon to you, Kat, over there in my beautiful country, Jamaica, land we love.
Yes, I can tell you, you have many fans. I can see your phone just blowing up, and they're lighting up like a Christmas tree, and they're loving your commentary. I got comments and saying, Oh man, Kimberly is lively. I like to hear her commentary. Already we have 2 dots in this over.
Yes.
A wicket and a dot. The wicket, there is no dot unless there was a wide, and you can get a run from the wicket. But so we have 2 dots in the over. We were a betting man. Do you think that this is gonna be a thing? The new batter has to bat. You know the new rules in October. There's another dot. Loud appeal, not given.
Can't believe he didn't went on to the stump. That was a beautiful delivery. Good line and length. Full right up into the block hole there. Managed to get some bat onto that one.
So we have a hat trick of dots.
So they will have to try and eliminate those dots. Try and replace them with a run or two or even a boundary.
Well, we had a lovely 6 in the over to start the over. Outside the off stump again, playing out it outside the off stump and missing. So 4 dots in the trot, believe it or not. 7 runs coming from the over with a wicket. 88 for 5, which indeed is the latest score here at Broward County Stadium.
Yes, with a run rate of 6.8. Extras 4 runs coming in. So they're going to have a chat. This is a time where they have to step on the pedal and try to get some runs in your Ivor to get to at least 145. They're at 88 for 5 now.
Yes, indeed. Well, what came to mind, and you say you saw it on TV, Harry Tector. I love that inning he played last night to get to 195 for a win, for the win. It was well calculated. He really played with all the class and experience in the world, and he would have shown us here how chasing ought to be done. He was not utterly fluttered. He was not, it never panicked at any time. And it seemed as if he was always on course. End up winning the match with 2 balls, 2 deliveries to spare. Believe it or not, I think it's something to behold. That's going to be one of the highlights of the tournament in a high run chase. On a match, on a pitch, and its 9th game.
Under the lights.
Under the lights in the 2nd inning. And that was done. Chasing 194. Have to give it to the creators again and the ground staff. Because chasing 194, the 9th match of the tournament being played on the same pitch. Tector, you are the man.
89 for 5 in over number 14. Will they manage to get to 145 or more? Or will the Virginia Bears continue to tighten up things on the Tigers, Tampa Tigers? It's a nice delivery. Misfield, just a run. So wherever you're watching on maqtv.com, we say welcome and good afternoon to you. It's a wonderful day here in the city, the wonderful city of Lauderhill. And we're right here at Broward County Stadium. You can join us here tomorrow as well and Saturday. Bowl him! That one connected to the stumps like free Wi-Fi. The 6 wicket has fallen. The score reads 90 for 6 in over number 13. Another one has bite the dust. He walks back to the dressing room. Can they get to 145 at the end of their 20 overs or before the end of 20?
Yes, that was a beautiful delivery. The batter advanced, and I don't understand why would you come to the ball and the ball is coming to you. You ran past it. Well, the wicketkeeper didn't have anything to do because it cannoned into those timber, and he has to make that dreaded long walk back to the dugout. 90 for 6.
Well, the bowler, he saw him coming and change it. Well, he actually helped him, jagged him down the wicket and just ripped that one into the stumps. Well, that was a beautiful delivery. Send him back. The 6th wicket has fallen. Well, the Tigers are there roaring now. They need to get some runs on the board. 90 runs already on the board for 6 wickets. Can they get to 135, as you said, Ivor, or 145?
Well, there's still time yet. We're into over number 14, and they should be able to get to 135. I mean, 45 more to go. They should be able to score 45 in the next couple of overs.
Well, soaking up so many dots, though, Ivor, they have, with, as you said, they have what, 7.32 delivery overs to go. It's another dot, so 2 dots already. Well, 3. The wicket, 2 dots, and 2 runs. Just they don't have a problem giving away the 1s and the 2s. Just protecting the boundaries and bowling well, sticking to their plan, their game plan. 14 overs completed, 91 for 6.
Yes, indeed. Well, Tampa Bay Tigers, winning the toss, decided to take the first knock. They're on their way to set a platform, but runs on the board is runs on the board. Would they be able to defend what is on the board already? Plus some, I would imagine that's their thought. Javid Charlie, he's managing this team, he's coaching the team, and you spoke of his bowling when he would have made his last appearance here in the Legend Tournament, and he did well for himself. Remember, Charlie had figures of 3 for 14 at one time, but he's not on the square. He's beyond the boundary ropes, just coaching away. And like we said, in this format, the coach will not be played unless he's a listed player. And for sure, Charlie Javid is not a listed player. So here it is, just 3 runs coming from that over, which included a wicket.
It is now 3:32.
And we're on Jamaican time. So, Sharon, we're on your time over there in Jamaica. Is she still over the head of hair?
Yes.
Okay, she's hairstylist.
Yes.
Okay, Sharon, we need to see some of your work. We would have seen that work during the Legend Tournament. You had her on video. Yeah, we haven't seen her for the day, though. Must have been too busy.
Well, it's actually a busy time now when it comes on to this time of the year.
You know, there's a song, and it's a Jamaican song, Sharon something, no mama. How that go again?
I know it.
Yes. You just yes. The mama was asking Sharon a question, and he said, no mama. If you're not meant to something, no mama. All right, Sharon, she's listening over there in Jamaica. Outside the off stump, he's getting some willow on this leather, but can't get past a wide third man. Only a single. They're going to need much more than that.
Yes, indeed. 91 for 6 in 14.1 overs. This partnership is 2 runs so far. And 6 wicket down, 4 to go.
They're starting the party with 2 fresh batters. So you don't expect too much, or should we expect much? They're fresh.
Well, these 2 new batters can have the mindset of having a goal to get something on the board, just telling themselves that we can get at least 80 runs on the board, replaying that in their mind, and definitely it will happen.
Okay, well, the medium pace is on now, I would think. So they should be able to work the pace and just to take what is given. And then maybe the last 2 overs or so, manufacture something. Down the leg side, he should have been doing much more with that. That's what you call pretty much a free hit. One that's going down the leg side, and he just barely got the wheel onto it, the touch. That ball should be now coming back from Sargoas Mills. Yes.
So it's 94 for 6.
Now they need some fence around the poles. There are 3 poles planted from the first 3 deliveries. They need some boundaries. They need some fence to wrap around the poles.
Well, it's good so far. You haven't seen a dot yet in this over.
That is true.
Well, there is one now.
That's the commentator's curse. You're just wafting at one outside the off stump, keeping a little low. It was one that's going further away from him, but his feet was planted in cement. He wafted his bat at it, but he was nowhere near to it, and he was within the tram line there, so it couldn't be called a wide at the same time. Well, Safi in his third over, been very economical, just 14 runs so far. This time he's covering up back along the track on the onside. Can't score. The commentator's curse continues. 2 dots in the row. 2 dots on the trot. Kimberly, what have you done?
Nothing.
I asked for fence. And you said, but no dots have been realized so far in the over. And here comes 2.
Yes.
Okay, you're a betting person. Is this going to be a dot or a boundary? They need a boundary, and they need it now. Let's see. It's not going to be a boundary. It's going to be a dot. A hat trick of dots. A hat trick of ones and a hat trick of dots.
To end the over, it's 94 for 6.
And
so
with that,
we have change in the comment box. George and Vinodi.
George, go.
Well, we won't have a changes yet. It is 94 for 6. 15 overs completed. 4 extras from the game. 6.3 is the run rate here. And so Tigers, they're in the happy hour segment now. 15 to 20 overs is considered a happy hour. So they have to get some boundaries in to get to at least 145 runs or more. So those of who are watching on maqtv.com, we say thanks for staying with us. Whips and whips hard. That one sprints away to the boundary for 4. A welcome boundary there for the Tigers. The score moves on to 98 for 6. Well, it puts some pressure on the bowler now because that's the first delivery. And so he's considering what to do with the second delivery of the over. So they have to have a go. 98 for 6. Welcome, George.
Yes, and my prediction of 150, I guess it's not even going to be close.
Well, the 100 comes up. It's 100 for 6 now.
Maybe, but after losing 6 wickets, Sadiq is on 7 from 6, but Yadran is only on 2 from 7.
Well, as I said, the mindset can change and then decide that they're going to have a go, and maybe one bowler can be so expensive that they can get pretty close to that 150. As I said, 145, say 150. I ever said 135.
And that was smoked over Cow Corner for a huge 6. And part of the reason why I thought 150 was a reasonable score, they had 70 after 10, and usually in T20 cricket you actually would double the score plus 10, in the last 10 overs. So it is reasonable to think that in the last 5 overs they can get 50.
Well, he goes for it again. It's in the air, and that one is over the ropes for a colossal 6. What a shot!
What a shot, and that's back-to-back 6 by Yadram. And where did he come from? He's been so sedate, and I guess he was waiting for the last 5 overs?
Yes, so that's the mindset. The mindset has changed. He said, I'm going to stick around for this, and I'm going to attack anybody who comes. I can get 80 from this last 5 overs.
Yes, and he's playing quite sensibly. Back-to-back 6, then a single to keep the strike.
Yes, that's an expensive over. Let me see how many runs come from that over. So 6, 12, 13, 14. Wow, that's an expensive.
20,
yes,
right.
That's an expensive over. So the run rate moves on to 7.16 extras, a partnership of 24 runs. So the score reads 114 at the end of 6. So he put some pressure on the bowler to get what, 20 runs, George?
Yes, 20 from that last over. So considering the 150 is definitely on target.
If they continue.
Yes, for 4 overs, all they need is another 10 per over. That over produced 20, so all they need is half of that per over. And Yadram, he now has 15 from 10, while Sadiq has 8 from 7.
So as I said earlier, an over 2 can actually change the game if the batsman, with their mindset, he whips and whips hard. What a shot, a massive one out of the park for 6.
And Singh, was short down. That was a short ball down the leg side, and Singh attacked it with vigor.
He's a strong man, and he's using his muscles, and he punishes that one over the ropes for a massive 6. 120, the score rushes to 120. So
Yes.
the previous over went for 20, and this one 6. So it's 26 already.
Yes, 6 off the first ball. So, at the rate they're going, all he needs is that 10 per over to reaches that total of the 150.
So he put some pressure on the bowler now because the first delivery is a 6. The bowler is wondering, what will I do next with this one? It's for us to see. Well, he puts it wide. He swings. One bounce to the boundary for 4. So that's 10 from 2. He's having a go.
He's having a go. He's having a go. And he actually puts a lot of pressure on the bowler by walking down the pitch to the bowler. And the bowler was trying to go a little bit wide, and it was right in his arc. So Yadram now has 25 from 12. And it's 124 for 6.
So it's 30 runs already. The previous one went for 20 and 10 from 2 now.
Yes, he's having a go. Yeah, once again, smart cricket. A 6, a 4, and a single, rotating the strike.
So it's 11 runs from 3 deliveries. His score reads 125 for 6 in 16.3 overs. The run rate has moved to 7.6. This partnership consists of 35 runs here, 6 extras in the innings so far. So they're on their way. They're on their way to 145 or maybe 150 if they continue on this path.
Yes, and both batters, have decided to be quite aggressive in these last couple of overs.
So Shadiq won't try to go over the top. What he needs to do is try to rotate the strike. Give it back to Radam.
To Yadram. Yes.
Yeah, Rajam. The strike, because he's having a go. He's 26 from 13.
And here comes Singh. and that will be a wide. And the plan for Singh is clear. What he's trying to do is to keep Sadiq on strike.
Yes.
By bowling sort of wide, ensure that he can't hit the ball, to ensure that at least Yadram doesn't get get back on strike. Somewhat smart thinking. Hopefully, he's hoping it works.
So 12 runs from the over.
And so it's worked. He's bowled 2 balls just outside the off stump with some speed. They kept a little low, and Sadiq, flails at the ball, and was unable to get his bat on the ball, and as a result, he's still on strike.
Well, he made some connection this time. And it's the end of the over. So 17 overs gone. 13 runs from this over. The score reads 127 for 6. The current run rate reads 7.5. Partnership consists of 37 runs at the end of 17.
Yes, so they really are on target for that 10 per over, 10 to 13 per over. And if they are able to get the 10 to 13 per over, then they will definitely reach their target of at least 150 plus, which they think is probably a fighting target.
Something that they can defend.
Yes, something they truly believe they may be able to attend, even though the wicket does look pretty good for batting.
So we're in the 18th over now. Yes, George?
No, so both Singh, he was finished, and
nice shot. Runs away to the boundary for 4. They'll love that. Seems as if Sadiq is in the action too. Sadiq is in the action. Yes.
It was that was a nothing ball. To tell you the truth, it was slow, short, wide, and Sadiq could have hit that almost anywhere he wanted to, and he just simply put a lot of power into it and smoked it into the covers region, and was able to get the maximum out of that one.
So 131. He's doing some foot movements too to confuse the bowler. So 5 runs from 2 deliveries, and puts back the danger man on strike.
Yes, Masood is the new bowler. He's bowled 2.2 overs, and he's given up 24 runs, but he now has to face Yadram. And Yadram smoked that one and they're scampering through for 2, because he definitely wants to keep the strike on that one. Bowler, the fielder sped to ensure that he would cut that off, and so it wouldn't go to the boundary.
So they picked up 2 runs there, 7 runs from 3 deliveries. So 134 for 6. Down the ground. That will crash into the boundary for 4. So it's a 4 signal there. The score moves up to 138 for 6 there, George.
And they're on target. They're on target for that, 10 to 13 plus per over, and Yadram is
on point. He's
right.
going.
Yes,
So
he has a plan, and he's following through with that plan.
Yes, and it's 11 runs from 4 delivers. This partnership moves up to 48 runs. They will come back for a second. Well, they decided to halfway manage to get home, George.
Yes, they sped through to ensure that they got the 2 runs for that. So because the fielder fumbles, and once he fumbles, the batters were quick to pick up on the fact that the fielder fumbled, and they scamper through for the 2nd run.
Well, they were attempted to go for the 2nd run, but they realized that they couldn't get it in time, George. So they had to turn back. Beautiful delivery there, right up in the block hole. So they could not afford to lose a wicket now.
Right. So yes, that was good choice.
Yeah. So that's the first dot there. So 12 runs from the over, George. The score reads 139 for 6. 18 overs completed. The score, the current run rate is 77.7 runs and over, and the partnership consists of 49 runs. A good partnership.
Yes.
After wickets were tumbling down, they managed to put on a 49 runs partnership to build something and put something tangible on the board. The score currently is at 139 for 6.
And Yadram is 33 from 16.
Yes.
He's going at a pretty healthy clip.
And that's good. And Sadiqi's on what, 14 from 13 deliveries. So Yadram, he's going to face the 19th over. And let's see what's up his sleeve here, George.
Yes. And so we'll see Safi, who is try to see if he could contain them from that healthy rate they've been going for the last couple of overs, 20, 13, 12.
Yes. But look at Safi spells so far. Ball 3 overs for just 14 runs in his final over now. Steps across and flicks well, square leg. Quickly sticks out his arm to signal it's a no ball. So that's 7 runs and it's going to be a free hit, George.
Yes. I mean, that was that truly was not a good delivery. Well, it might have been a good delivery, but the batter was quite.
So looking back at the monitor here, it's a 4.
Yeah, it is a 4.
Yeah, 1 bounce to the boundary for
1
4.
bounce, yes.
So that's 5 runs. It's a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit. The 50 partnership comes up. So 144 for 6.
And he smokes that over cow corner for 6. So he got the maximum off that no ball.
Yes. And that 6 there, George, brings up the 150 for Tampa Tigers. They will get past your target there. Maybe they will get around 165. It is 150 for 6.
If they continue at this rate, they will get a good score because they're going at a really good clip of anywhere from 12 to 15. So 12 to 15 runs per over. So they should have a good score.
So 12 runs now. 12 runs from 3 legal deliveries. They have a 4 plus a no ball. That's 5 and 6. And plus that single there. So current run rate is 8.2 in 18.2 overs. Safai comes in 14 for 3, 14 runs from 3 overs. Now he's gone 27 in 3.3 overs.
Yes, must confess that these two, Sadiq and Yadram, have decided that they're gonna leave nothing out there. They're gonna make sure they go full tilt, and especially Yadram, who's now on 44 from 19.
That's good going.
And that was a slower delivery well outside the off stump, and Yadram swung mightily, and it just came off the very bottom of the bat, and he was unable to get much out of that.
So it's 152 for 6 in 18.4 overs, partnership of 62 runs. Bowl him! The stumps lit! The 7 wicket. Yadram, he's gone for 44. Well played, 44 runs there. The 7th wicket is down. The score is 152. Tampa Tigers wouldn't want to see Yadram walks back, but that was a good delivery. You swing, miss, I hit. So, George?
And that was really good thinking from the bowler. He recognized that the batsmen have been swinging at good pace, and he did a good change of pace, and the batsman was way too early. And as a result, it was timber.
The Bears picked up the wicket of a Tampa Tigers. Yadram, he's gone for 44, a well-played 44. A partnership of 62 runs have been broken there. And so, new batsman comes in.
The new batsman is Madam Hushi. Madam Hushi. Yes, yes. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to make sure I pronounce his name very correctly. Madam Hushi. Hopefully he's going to continue the trend of going full tilt.
Yes, picked up where Yadram left off.
And so here comes Safi. And, well.
19th over is completed there, George. 3 dots. Well, 2 dots. Yeah, 3 dots.
Yes.
To end it. It's an expensive over too. So the run rate is 8. Current run rate is 8 and over. So let's see, Shadiq, he's been there for some time. He'll have the final over. So let's see if he'll get another 10 or more runs on the board.
Well, they certainly can't leave anything out on the field. I mean, it's the last over. They still have 3 wicket in the shed, so they have to go, just go all out.
Yep.
They have to go all out. They have to try to see if they can't get 160 plus. They've made the bare minimum of 150. So they should try for 160, 165. And the bowler will be Masood.
Well, he open up, the fielder comes up. Will it be taken? What a catch! The 8th wicket has fallen. A beautiful catch to send back Sadiq back to the dressing room. He's gone for 15, played well with Yadram. So Yadram and Sadiq, they have played well and gone back to the dressing room. A wonderful catch there, George. 152 for 8 in the final over.
And we have seen some excellent catches out in the deep today. Fielders running in and taking some excellent catches. Brilliant feeling. Just awesome feeling. When they needed to step up, the fielders have stepped up.
So that's 4 dots so far. 3 from the previous, the previous, and this one. So that's 4 there, George.
Yeah, but once again, you actually can't fault the batsman. He was going after it. He just mistimed the ball, and as a result, it just went straight to the fielder, and he got out. So the new batter is Bhishma, and let's see if he's going to continue the trend of 5 balls to go.
Well, you can't even blame him because this is a time for it for you to go. Go out, just try and get some boundaries if you can in the last over. And that's 5 dots there, Ivor. And
But if you
George.
can't get boundaries, though, singles are still good. Singles are still okay. Put your bat on the ball and rotate the strike.
And butt out the 20 overs.
Yes, make sure you do. Um, it's always been a mistake sometimes for batters to think they have to get sixes, they have to get fours. Singles are okay, doubles are okay. That was 5 straight dots. Had they rotate those, make those into 4 or 5 singles, they'd be close to 160 by now.
So
So
that's another dot.
another dot because they were swinging so hard. Yes, they need to recognize that it's perfectly okay, and they hoiked the ball over in the mid wicket region, and they were able to get 2. So they're now 155.
Yep. Final delivery, legal delivery to complete the 20 overs. 155 at one point. Who thought they would have gotten to 155? Wickets were tumbling down.
And they're going to try for 2. And they scampered through and made it easily. So after the 20th over, they do 157 for 8 of their 20 overs. At a Hushi 4 from 4, Bishma 2 from 1. Here we have the scores. Daniel 19 from 19, Levi 12 from 8, Syed Hassan from 10. Arnagori 24 from 16, and Yadram 44 from 21. Babar Ashard 17 from 14, Sadiq 15 from 14, and Bishu not out with an extra of 8. So the final score was 157 for 8.
So Singh, he picked up a wicket for 33 runs, and Aurora picked up 3 wickets, so 24 runs. So the bowlers, they have been expensive, very few of them economical. So the first wicket fall at 20, second one at 37, third wicket at 57, the fourth wicket at 76, the fifth one at 88, and they managed to get to 90, and they built a wonderful partnership to get to 152, that when the 7th and the 8th wicket falls. So at the end of 20, Virginia Bears, the Tampa Tigers, they made 157. So Virginia Bears, they need 158. So for now, we take a break and join us back in a few.
Indian Lake Estates as our newest Florida land investment opportunity. Situated in Central Florida, in the same county as Disneyland, Indian Lake Estates is within easy reach of Orlando, Tampa, and the Space Coast. Indian Lake Estates is a gated private community covering 10 square miles right next to one of the largest freshwater lakes in Florida. Entering through the gates, you soon discover an 18-hole championship golf course, a 9-hole executive golf course, alongside tennis, pickleball, and basketball courts. And when the games are over, why not relax in the estate's 23,000 square foot clubhouse, have a drink at the bar, or dine in the restaurant looking over the golf course. On the western side of the development is Lake Walk on Water, a 14 square mile translucent freshwater lake that is every fisherman and boater's dream come true. And once at the lake, you'll discover the longest freshwater pier in Florida, a perfect spot to fish or just watch the stunning sunsets next to the abundant wildlife. Indian Lake Estates boasts a variety of half-acre buildable home sites extending from the golf course to the lake, including lake access canal lots. All lots come fully deeded as well as inspected for wetland and flood zones. Owners can use all the facilities without having to build. Caledonian offers a limited number of buildable lots with significant investment growth potential.
MAQ Group Investment Project.
Indian Lake Estates as our newest Florida land investment opportunity. Situated in Central Florida, in the same county as Disneyland, Indian Lake Estates is within easy reach of Orlando, Tampa, and the Space Coast. Indian Lake Estates is a gated private community covering 10 square miles right next to one of the largest freshwater lakes in Florida. Entering through the gates, you soon discover an 18-hole championship golf course, a 9-hole executive golf course, alongside tennis, pickleball, and basketball courts. And when the games are over, why not relax in the estate's 23,000 square foot clubhouse, have a drink at the bar, or dine in the restaurant looking over the golf course. On the western side of the development is Lake Walk on Water, a 14 square mile translucent freshwater lake that is every fisherman and boater's dream come true. And once at the lake, you'll discover the longest freshwater pier in Florida, a perfect spot to fish or just watch the stunning sunsets next to the abundant wildlife. Indian Lake Estates boasts a variety of half-acre buildable home sites extending from the golf course to the lake, including lake access canal lots. All lots come fully deeded as well as inspected for wetland and flood zones. Owners can use all the facilities without having to build. Caledonian offers a limited number of buildable lots with significant investment growth potential.
MAQ Group Investment Project. For more inquiry, call us at +1 561 392 4800 or visit our official website www.maqgroup.com.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information, visit maqgroup.com. Our latest project for investment: Cedar Creek Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina at exit 49 on I-95, 4825 Windsor Place, Pomfret, Maryland, Charles County, 511 West Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County.
sun goes down and all through the night time. Oh yeah, let's play. Give it all you got inside. Make the magic come out, make you feel alive. And this the right time. Let's play. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I don't lose, I come to win. I'm invincible. I'm the starter champion. I'm so powerful. Hear me roaring through the
Welcome back, and of course the one chase is going to be realized shortly. 158 going to be required for victory. This is the battle of the animals, the tigers and the bears. So the bears are going to be chasing the tigers. Score of 157 for 8. At least they did not lose all of their wickets. Decent score.
Yes, I would say it's a very decent score here. Well, they managed to bat out their 20 overs at one point. Who would have thought they would have gotten to 157 for 8? Wickets were tumbling down.
Okay, well, to start the proceedings, we're going to be having Bhaskar Yazdram. He's going to be opening the bowling from the far end. A slip going to be in place, keeping company with the wicket keeper. The batters, Kandaswamy, he is going to be taking first strike. Keeping him company would be Ryan Wiggins.
Well, it's going to be a ding-dong battle, so it's time for us to see. 158 runs is the target.
And they have all of 120 deliveries in which to do so. So the boundary riders, only 2 men can be outside of the circle. We have the third man and a square leg. So we have, I think it's Sammy down the third man. This time he's opening it up, and Sammy comes into play as they ambush for a single. At least they averted the dot. So Dutch is not going to do it. They just have 120 balls to get 158. But along the way, they're going to need some boundaries. Early in the day, remember the Tampa Bay Tigers won the toss and elected to bat first. That they did. Managed 157 for 7. And again, Virgil Francis 007 wants to hear. We are coming to you live from the city of
Lauderhill.
Outside the off stump, taken there by the wicketkeeper. Slip is in place, waiting for that nick.
Yeah, Jeremy, he have done well with the bat. He picked up 44 runs from 22 deliveries. So his team, they're depending on him now to do well with the ball.
Yes, he's following in your footstep, the all-arounder. Yes, you did say when you played the game of cricket, you were an all-arounder. You said you were equal at both. No, you said you were batting all-arounder.
Yes.
Yes, you.
But he's equal on both sides.
Well, we shall see. He just bowled 2 deliveries. Going good so far. Just one from first delivery. Outside the off stump and going further away. A lot of swing there. But let's see. Umpire's moving to the side. No, he said he would have gone past him, and most of the swung. The batter seemed to be not too pleased there, but the umpire have the final say, Paul. He says that ball would have moved really, really, really well after he would have passed you. You had a fair opportunity in catching up with that one. I think that's what the umpire is telling him. It was a fair delivery. Halfway mark, halfway through the first over. 1 for no loss.
Well, it is 18 minutes after 4. We have another match coming up at 5:30. So we'll be definitely under the lights later on. So those of who are on maqtv.com, we say thank you for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, we say welcome to you wherever you are.
Day number 4. It's just about the half mark in the day's proceedings. So we have another 3 innings.
Yes.
Okay, so in the half mark of the day proceeding, we had 1 match earlier in the day. Done and dusted. We're halfway in this one. But have another match to come. The cricketers on the outside. They took a walk outside and they've just been busting.
So we have games here tomorrow as well. Bangs that one in. So that was a nice delivery though. Managed to get himself out of the way. Didn't want to get knocked like Nkuma Bana.
No, but he left him. He's going further away, but a lot of swing after he would have left the batter. They were taken just in front of first slip there by the wicketkeeper. So he's not giving the batter a fair chance to really have a go at it. I think he should have the cover sweeper though, if he's going to be keep on bowling that line. Why the mid-wicket, unless he's going to bowl some nonsensical ball that he's going to pull down the leg side. He's moving the ball from leg to off. See, there it is. And all of his deliveries has been in the offside. So I think it's just a bluff, having the the sweeper mid-wicket down there. None of his deliveries were in the leg stump. As a matter of fact, none of them were on the stump. They were all outside the off stump.
So 3 dots in this over. There's 2 runs coming from it. The target is 158. So this partnership is 2. Record run rate is 8.2. They're currently going at 2 runs and over.
Well, let's make that 4 dots because they only got 2 runs.
Yes.
So they're following the fashion of the Tigers, the dots. I thought the most dots used to be .com. Is everything .com?
maqtv.com.
There you go. But they have more dots than .com. Yes, well, Kimberly, it's always good to be in your company. You really boosted the commentary. You put some oomph in it. That's what I was told. Virgil 007 made sure he told me to pass the message along. Say you put some oomph in it.
Well, I'm looking to be back here with you guys next year.
Yes, you can't stop now. I started 14 years ago and I haven't stopped.
Yeah.
Been here for every single one of them. And don't intend to stop now. So let's hail the many fans. Mr. Leon Francis Audley Watson. And we have Mr. David Maitland on site here with us. But second over being bowled here by Abdul Hasib. Right arm over, it's a full one, and he could have done much more with that. It was full looping outside the off stump. Even though he has a long one, it was a slow delivery. Just swatted back down the pitch. Bowler tried to knock it down, and he went to the mid-off. Again, let's see, the two boundary riders. It's still going to be, it's a pattern. There's a third man, a wide third man, and a deep mid-wicket. So I guess both bowlers have this similar field placement. Right arm over outside the off stump. It's a wide.
Well, he played for Canada under 19.
That's Abdul.
Yes.
Okay, so what is his age at this time? He was under 19. Could it have been a long time ago?
He's 25.
25. Oh, still a kid. He will bankrupt the Razor Company. He hasn't even shaved. Well, he runs away from us now. Ball's right arm over, and this time he's banging this one into the offside. But a ring of fielders in the offside. We have point, cover, extra cover. As a matter of fact, we have 2 extra covers. And a mid-off. And still a third man. So we have a ring of fielders. So it's a 6-3 field. We have a mid-on, backward square leg, and a deep mid-wicket. Because the 3 men in the offside again, outside the offside. This one is in the air. He's going to get value for money. It's running very, very close to the boundary. Pulls it right back. Just inside the rope. And save his team 2 runs.
Yes, he managed to save some runs there. Had to put in the work to get to that one. So they only got 2 runs. So another 153 runs required here. The run rate is climbing. It's at 8.3. The current run rate is 3.3. Partnership of 5 runs.
Early days yet. Nothing to worry about at all. Well, he runs away now, the young lad outside the off stump. He's playing this one down the track. Just to the left of the bowler. Beating his outstretched tip of the fingers there. Let's have a look. It was a cotton bowl. He should have taken that. Well, so far we have 3 dots in this over, a wide and 2. This time he's banging this one, but straight to extra cover. He missed field and enabled them to get a single. It was hit. It was hit really hard, but you've got to stop those at this level. This is the US Open, you know. This is not no little fly-by-night competition. We have all of 34 international players who are playing in this tournament. So it is of a high standard. So Mr. Elton Tucker over there in Port St. Lucie. Tony Reid and the guys and the gang. Hey Tash, how are you doing? On the back foot, playing this one into the offside, a good looking stroke. There's runs here for him. 2 would have been taken on the arm. They should have been looking for the 3rd. They settled for 2. No, it's 4. Yes, it was a good looking shot. So, and the fielders would have given up the chase. He tried to put in the footwork there. He did.
Well, he managed to
Yes.
put some foot to it, but just couldn't control it on the inside. Went over the rope for 4. So that 4 takes the score to 10, chasing a total of 158 runs for victory. It's the Virginia Bears. They're replying to Tampa Tigers. Tampa Tigers, they batted first. They made 157 for 8 from their allotted 20 overs. And the Bears, they're replying now. So the record run rate is 8.2. They're currently going at 5 runs and over.
Yes, after every game, there's a player of the match. So you viewers, let us know who you think would be the player of this match. We've had a good knock. And we've had, some free wickets. One bowler taking some free wickets. And the top score, don't remember the top score, some 40 odd, 30 odd?
Yes, you have 44, and I think you have a 46.
So, player of the game at the end of this match. So let's. Ooh, Mrs. is one there, did the right thing. That's funny. He misses his one, but he rubs his hand in the turf. And he thought he would stretch or he would do something with his boot and said, I missed my mark or something. And most of the time you miss the one, you see the bowler go back and start his steps over again. But he rubbed his hand in the turf. The signs of nerves, maybe. Having seen that beautifully struck 4 in the last over. With the bowler beautiful over the first one up. And again, oh, that's a good delivery. On the stakes, he had to come down quickly in that one. That was a quick delivery.
Indeed.
Yes. Jabbed down it just in the nick of time. His first over, he would have bowled 6 deliveries outside the off stump. This one was a bang and target this time. But again, the same field, wide third man and the deep mid wicket. Those are the 2 men who are riding the boundary, 2 men who are allowed outside of the 30-yard circle. But this time they would have moved away the slip. The first over, he had a slip keeping company with the wicket keeper. He was gone into the extra cover region. Again on the sticks and going straight to extra cover. I can't score.
Well, the cameraman, he had pulled the pitch up and it's still looking good. We had a game on it. This is the second game and it's still in good condition. Seems as if Milton put something in that pitch to hold it together. It's shiny still. Haven't lost its sheen at all.
So do you know Melton Taylor? He's from the land of wood and water as well.
Well, when I met him when we had the Legend tournament, he told me he's from Jamaica as well. So that's my fellow countryman.
Yes, indeed. So, but have you been to school with him? Did you guys went to school?
No.
No?
No, I met him here the first time.
As far as you know. You met him here for the first time. So you don't remember. But you do dream, right? You don't sleep? Okay. So you're always awake. I was
Yes.
going to say, you may have met him in your sleep. Maybe. Ooh, outside the off stump again and going to point and can't score. This is good stuff, good tight stuff. They have not moved from 10 from the last over.
And what, just looking at the game here, Ivor, the Tampa Tigers, they're looking to restrict the Virginia Bears to a small total in the power play. Only 10 runs on the board so far, and we are currently in the 3rd over. Not giving them any room. They're sticking closely to the batsman. If they want to take the chance and go for it, they're bowling straight. So if you miss, I hit. That's the game they're playing right now.
Yes, they're going to need much more than that. And this time he's working this one on the legs. And there comes the deep mid-wicket into play. So maybe that's why they have him there. For that one was straight into the legs. Just a little bit of protection. That's the first delivery we would have seen from him. That going down the leg side. Nicely clipped away. But there's protection there. So bowling to his field. Let's put it that way. Here's a nice, lovely action. So all of 16 deliveries. Only 11 ones on the board so far. And in that 11, a boundary has been struck.
Yes.
So just calculate how many dots have been in there.
So Those of who are viewing on MAQ TV, we say thank you for joining us. It's a nice delivery. Those of who are just coming in, we say welcome.
Yes, indeed. And day number 5 comes up tomorrow, Saturday. And the party starts, the weekend starts tonight. What's your plans for tonight? You a party girl? Not at all. You're just quiet. Yeah, I'm a day ahead. Yes, tomorrow is Friday. Yes. Today is Holy Thursday for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the weekend starts tomorrow.
Weekend starts tomorrow, yes. Friday. Are you going to be missing out on the happy hour, or are you going to be here stuck behind the com box?
I'm going to be here.
Well, we'll make sure we have a party, happy hour here at the Central Board Regional Park.
Okay.
Virgil would like to know that you're here in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. Ooh, that one got up. That one was pacey. Here's some chin music.
A rising delivery there to end the over. And so 3 overs completed, 12 runs on the board. The current run rate is 4 runs and over. Required run rate is 8.6. Another 146 runs required from 102 deliveries. Wherever you are, we say welcome and good afternoon to you. It is now 4:32 right here at the Broadwood County Stadium, right here in the wonderful, beautiful city of Lauderhill.
Yes, indeed. We have yet to see a maiden bowled in today's proceeding.
Yes, we had a wicket maiden.
Had a wicket maiden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did not see it. I was out of the com box at that time. So we had a wicket maiden. Could I give that sin to my good friend Cardinal and call it, that's a cardinal sin to have a wicket maiden in 2020 cricket. We'll let Mr. Cardinal have that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we had everything in this, the 14th edition of the US Open. We had a maiden wicket. This time he's over pitching. Yorker outside the off stump went through to the wicket keeper. So we have a new bowler. We have Abdul Hasib. No, he's continuing. It is his second over, I beg your pardon.
A 25-years old who have represent Canada. Under 19 played against Pakistan under 19 in place quite a few cricket. So his experience, still a youngster. Maybe he's looking to get into the international level.
Yes, but can pass point. And again, I like his action. He has a nice, smooth run-up. The umpire is saying something there to someone. Okay, this time he's pulling well. It's going to be 1 bounce 4 down in the deep mid-wicket area. This time they will pull the deep mid-wicket out. So I didn't see why they would have done that. In the first over, they had the protection there, and now they're having the man down at the long off position, and they would have pulled him out. Now they're going to put him back down in the deep mid-wicket area, and they're going to pull the long off. He's up into the. I've been distracted here by Kimberly. I'm sorry.
So that's a nice delivery there. They just only get a run, 16 runs on the board. So another 141 runs required from 98. A partnership of 17 runs here. So the Tigers are keeping things tight on the Bears here. So we have another game that comes up at 5:30. So at the end of 5, we'll be having George. We're having a change in the commentary box.
Oh, that is going to be as broad as Broadway. It's a wide. Corner signal there by the umpire. I think he's been rattled by that boundary 4. He was bowling really lovely until he was walked out of the park for 4. Still a youngster, represented Canada in the under-19, as Kimberly would have alluded. This time it's in the air. It's in the air. There's 2 fielders running around trying to get there, and he drops the catch. He did all the hard work getting there. Ball was always going away from him, but he thought he would have done better. And there's overthrow, sloppy. Guess the sun must have been in his eyes. That's what he's indicating, the bowler.
18.
So this has been far and away the best over. They've scored some 8 runs already in this over.
Take off the 1.
So 18 for 1. Last legal delivery comes up. Yeah, for no loss. I beg your pardon. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, so the partnership has gone to 18 for no loss. Yeah, they thought that it was a drop chance in that over. It was not a wicket. Yes, he was disappointed. He thought he should have taken in that one. It's 21 for no loss.
21, another 137 runs required from 96 deliveries. Current run rate is 5.3. The required run rate is 8.6. 2 extras in the innings so far. So Virginia Bears, they batted first. They made 157 for 8 from their allotted 20 overs. Tampa Tigers batted first. They made a total of 157 for 8. And the Virginia Bears, they're replying now. They're at 21 without loss. I think this is going to come down to the wire here, Ivor and George. But looking at the field setting, that the Tampa Tigers, they're hunting for a wicket and looking to continue to keep things tight on the Bears.
Stroking this one nicely to extra cover, can't score. The 2 boundary riders again is the deep mid wicket and the wide long on. A ring of fielders on the offside, third man, backward point, cover, extra cover, mid off. Right arm over. This time outside the off stump, wicketkeeper standing up, looks neat and tidy. Threatens to take those bails off. He's keeping with the helmet on. Right up over the stumps, but there's no third man, there's no long leg. Anything past him, I think Bears would be in. That's outside the off stump again. He's tidying it up. It was wide outside the off stump. That's good wicket keeping. He looks neat and tidy. He carries everything. A lot of wicket keepers have been stretching with their arms out, but he gets behind those deliveries. The one that comes straight out of the coaching manual. Oh, that's going to be a wide.
Another wide. He needs to find his line and length and maybe relax a little bit.
The length is good. The line is, he's offline. But the wicket keeper, he's tidying up. He looks good. He looks the part.
So 2 wides so far. Well, 4 extras coming in.
Well, the shadows are lengthening here at the Broward County Stadium. This time he covers up nicely. They want to run the non-striker. Takes 2 to run 1 run in cricket. And he was trying to do it all alone. And naughty. The batsman was covering up to a good delivery. So the bowler is right back on track, having bowled 2 wides in this over so far. Outside the off stump and another wide, and This time the keeper, he cannoned into his pads. Like I said, anything past him, the Bears are going to be in business because there's no deep third man. There's no deep fine leg. The fine leg is up in the circle. Third man, and Sammy, is up in the circle. And I think they'll be better served if they can push someone back. He's really wide of the sticks on the offside. Oh, and this time he's given a good smart bit of stumping there. I told you I'm impressed with this wicket keeper. I did say that. I'm calling the shots. I can see through walls, you know.
So the first wicket has fallen. It is 24 for 1 in over number 5. Good piece of work, as you said, Ivor,
Yes.
to send back Ryan back to the dressing room. Another 134 runs required from 93 deliveries after he bowled so many wides. Managed to get that one straight to the keeper, and he did a fine work to send Ryan back to the room.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, wicket keeper. There it is. He's trying to push back a little too late, as far as the squealing umpire said, but it was some quick hands. He has quick hands. He's a tidy wicket keeper. Yes, you can see the batter trying to push back that right foot. But by then, it would have been lights out. We saw all red flashing over there. So now we can have number 1 on the board. Okay, so it's 22 for 1.
A 158 runs is the target. So getting some shadows on the field now here. Ivor?
Yes, the shadows are lengthening here, but we were blazed with sunshine here at the Bowits County Stadium, and it's a lovely sight, lovely view. Have you had a tour around the grounds itself, or just within the playing area?
Just within the playing area.
Well, we have 2 outer fields, AstroTurf fields, just east of here. 25 when the batsman is covering up and they thought about a single, they would have been flirting with danger. Not with the wicketkeeper standing up. He's a good glove man. He's shown us in the last previous delivery when they whipped those bails off in a flash. And he just whipped bails off. He didn't have to uproot the stumps or anything.
That was a good work.
Yeah, good, sharp work.
So 5 overs completed. The score reads 25 for 1. 25 for 1. The score, 5 extras coming in. The required run rate is 8.8. Current run rate is 5.2. Another 132 runs required from 90 deliveries. We'll have a change in the commentary box. You hear from George.
And you're leaving, so we're going to call that George. Yes, we're going to be welcoming George in a minute. Here to keep me company, Ivor Henry, alongside George. So that was a nice tidy over. The first wicket would have been realized, but some 3 wides outside the off stump coming in that over. Didn't cost him a boundary, but at least he was rewarded with the first wicket after the end of 5. So we're quarter century away. So to win, it's 133 from some 90 balls. There's a lot of wickets in the hut. We're going to be having a new bowler. Would it be? Or so that's Honey Gory. He was disgusted with himself when he batted. Would have struck a lovely sixth, and right after that, he would have played one back to the bowler. He was out caught and bowled, and he was very disgusted with himself. He enjoys his batting. It's an economical one, but he has that whippy action outside the off stump, and it's a wide. He starts wide of the mark. So the wide continued to contribute to the Bears' total. So welcome, George.
And thanks, Ivor. It's been a welcome break once again for resting my voice so I could continue.
Yes, this time he's banging this one, but can't pass the extra cover. Hit it straight. Should have done more with that. That was a really lollipop. That one was asked to be hit. It did hit it, but straight to the fielder. Gonna need to do more than that. So Honey Corey, you've got to pitch it up. Start with a wide. Got away with one there. Outside the off stump, lovely stroke, and he's playing it straight to the fielder. But he's knocked it down, but he scampers through for a single.
And Honey is bowling pretty much to his fielder, though. He has that offside fielder in positions completely lined properly, and he's bowling right outside the off stump, and therefore it's a little bit difficult for the batsman to penetrate that field.
Okay, well, he's given a little bit of protection out in the deep as they've pushed back the cover sweeper. Oh, that's a bad miss. Overthrows here in the making. Could have done better with that. So we're going to see the first 3 runs of this match.
Yes, that was a poor fielding by the fielder. Casually going down and as a backup, and as a result, it went through him. And the batsmen were able to go through for an additional 2 runs.
Yeah, we're going to remember those 2 runs in case you get down to the nitty-gritty. Going to see if you remember in the 6th over, there was an overthrow for 2 runs. So we're going to mark that down. See, you have your pen and paper there, George. Bang into the offside, and he goes for 4. They're taking likeness to Corey.
Yes.
To Goey.
Yes, Honey, he's bowling this specific line. He lined the onside field, the offside field, and is trying to bowl specifically so the batsmen have to hit the ball on the offside, and but the batsman was able to smoke that. Ryan Wiggins was able to smoke that through the offside, and fielders, they had no chance to stop that.
Well, coverage again for him in the offside. Long off goes back. Lucky 13 is Wiggins. Let's see what this will bring. He's going after him again, and he's going to go just for a single. He was in the air just to the right of Honey Gory, but protection there in mid-on. Moves to his left and smartly knocked it down. But they're going after Gory. They know that this is the last over in the power play. He looked pretty decent for now, 35 so far. They were struggling at one time at 10 in the 3rd over.
And that is T20 cricket. You must take what's offered. I mean, there are fielding restrictions.
And I think Gory got away with a full toss there. But they pushed the man back as it comes to the end of his over. It started wayward with one outside the off stump. But in the end, they end up giving away some 10 runs from that end of the power play.
Yes, and one little bit of trivia that we would like to, information that we'd like to pass on to our viewers when it comes to the U.S. Open representation from all the ICC member nations. Some of the major names that we have in this tournament includes Shea Hope from the West Indies, Martin Guptill from New Zealand, Samit Patel from England, Andrea Gauss from South Africa, Ben Dunk from Australia, Shaheem Jayasuriya from Sri Lanka, Sunil Tanvir from Pakistan, We also have Tidanjir Singh from India, Rohan Mustafa from the UAE, Harry Tector from Ireland, Ravinjir Singh from Canada, and we have former USA captain Jaskaran Molhadra from the USA. So these are just a few of the players who are playing in this tournament.
Well, the end of the power play, so the field is spread eagle. Now we have all of the... No, they're using just 4 guys outside of the circle. They're afforded 5, but they're putting a little bit of pressure on here, where they're only using mid wicket, long on, cover sweeper, long off. So they're trying to keep them in check.
And the reason might be Bhishma, has bowled 1.2 overs for 5 runs, and Ryan Wiggins, who has faced 19 balls, has only made 15 runs, so which is quite slow. So, they've decided that they're not going to, if they won't go after the bowling, then they're not going to give him too many easy singles.
Outside the off stump. Not winding up for the umpire to signal and call wide, I guess. Thought he was moving away to make that signal. Knocked on there by the wicket keeper. Yes, the batter is asking, was that a wide? He said no. He said, okay, thumbs up, let's go. Oh, bang, back past the bowler. He got his fingertip to it. And the umpire have to watch out there. Our own David Maitland got struck beneath the eye with a ball that ricocheted from the bowler, a return catch straight into his face, fractured his face.
Wow.
Yes, David Maitland, who was here earlier today.
That can happen.
Yes, came right off his paw and straight into his face. This time he's driving outside the off stump. There's runs here for him, and he will get rewarded with 4. That's a good-looking cover-driven shot.
Yes, it was truly hit magnificently, and if you're not able to stop shots like that, you will get good results from those. And so Bhishma has now given up 10 runs from 1.5 balls.
Yes, indeed, that was a proper cricketing shot. Comes in, now bowls right arm over. He's covering up nicely. So good comeback by the bowler there, Kamoju. As that over comes to an end, just some 7 runs coming from it. So still keeping things within the range. 43 for 1. And of course, you're listening and viewing this TV coming to you on MAQ TV. And it's coming to you from the Broward County Stadium in the beautiful city of Lauderhill.
Yes.
It's coming straight out of Broward County.
Yes, so we still need 115 runs to win from 78 balls. The current run rate is still only 6.1, but still need a required run rate of 8.8 runs per over. Both batters are still with having a strike rate of under 100. Ryan Wiggins is on 19 from 21, and Aurora has 6 from 7.
Well, we're going to have a bowling change. As if Sammy is going to be coming on here. Keep on doing what you're doing, Sammy. He's sporting the number 8 on his back there, so it's going to be a bowling change. And he's going to be coming from the southern end here. Trying to get all the fielders in place. This time I think they're going to be using all of the boundary riders. So just 4 men within the 30-yard circle, and they're attacking with a short extra cover in Corey. Oh no, he's pushing him back now. So, well, they're bringing up the extra cover. Now they're using the short third man. Ooh, that's a looping full toss, and
Yes.
Didn't get enough of that. He should have been
Got away
brought up
with
the ball.
that.
Got away with that, yes. Seemed as if his hand got off the bat there. Like, I didn't know what was that.
I don't think he picked it up early enough. Oh, he's
Right,
tempting.
Samik Sadiq.
He's tempting.
Yes, he's known for his big hitting, a little man, but he smack a big punch. He's coming in to bowl some spinners here, some leg spinners, short, being pulled down to mid-wicket. So his body on the line there because he's coming, bouncing to him, sending a nice, good, strong throw into the keeper. Gets an applause there from Sammy, the bowler.
Yes, Sammy is attempting to entice the batsman to hit the ball in the air.
Working this one around the corner, thinking two, but they're not going to be taking the chance, not with that wicket keeper standing up over the bails. We've seen what he can do with standing behind the sticks with those quick, big gloves. You've got one stumping. That's the first wicket. No fallen, 47 for 1. Sammy back of the hand again, going up above the eye line. The umpire within a spot of bother. Just going to get one again down the back along the track to the bowler. Sammy could not have really got to that one. It came back at him in a hurry. Along the ground, was not in a chance of getting a wicket there. So these batters having to look up and then look down. So here he goes again above the eye line and he's getting the outer portion of the bat. So Sammy has come to the end of his first over. Just 5 runs coming from it. Indeed, a good over, 48 for 1.
Yes, and we know Ryan Wiggins is a Barbadian cricketer who has played first-class cricket in 2017 and does play T20 cricket starting around about 2010 and is considered somewhat of a truly big hitter.
Well, you're going to need some big hitting here because in that last over they just had 5 singles and a dot. So they're going to need some fence to go around those poles. Indeed, they're trying to get to another 110 runs from 72 balls. They have plenty of wickets in the hut. They have to get all of 10 wickets for the inning to be closed before they would reach the target.
Yes, so far the run rate is reasonable, just 9.2.
More spin outside the off stump, whack down the ground to the off side, long off comes into play. Only a single.
Matabushi is the bowler, and they have really taken the pace off the ball.
Outside the off stump, he's going after him. Outside the off stump, whip the bails off, and this keeper has fast hands. He had to take that from outside the off stump. You're not going to get a wide for that, pal. You took that line with you. You moved across to the offside. He's bowling leg spinners. Outside the off stump, he's going in the air.
Yes, and Ryan is swinging as hard as he can, trying to get maximum.
Here it is, overthrows again. The ball cannon into him and then caused an extra run. So that's, remember those 3 runs.
Yes, but that was a ricochet off of the bowler and into covers.
Yeah, well, you have to get his hands on the ball. It's not FIFA time here. He's on the back foot, playing it into the onside for a single. So they're well placed. The 50 comes up. 50's on the board. 52 it is. And we're into over number 9. So they're not too far off, I can tell you that. Especially with wickets in hand. You never know. He's going down the track. He's banging this one into extra cover. There's a chance of a run out, but a better throw would have been interesting. The keeper had to move forward to take that one on the full. If it was right over the stumps, I'm telling you, it would have been interesting. But he played it straight to thing. I want to say good evening to Abdul Sattar, who's graced us with his presence. This time he's coming after him again, but there's a man down there in the long on position. Takes it on the bounce, one bounce. As the over comes to an end, not a bad one, just somewhat 6 runs coming from it.
Yes, and what we do notice that the last two bowlers, they are giving the ball a lot of air, making sure it is really slow. So the batsmen really have to put timing.
Yeah, just 5 runs coming from that over.
Yes.
I beg your pardon.
Need timing.
I forgot they got an overthrow there. I was counting the runs from the bat, but the overthrow, yes, indeed. 5 runs from the over, not a bad one.
So after 9, it's 53 for 1. Aurora has 11 from 13, and Ryan Wiggins 24 from 27.
Yes, we're going to have a presentation at the end of this match for the player of the match. And we have a few names to go through. The adjudicator, whomever that is. This time again, he's using his feet. They're thinking too, and they aborted the thought. As the long on ran in there quickly, sent a good throw back into the bowler. It would have been touch and go for the second one. They would have had to have been running hard from the onset.
And Sadiq is once again throwing it up, tempting the batter.
Oh, flatter this time. This time it's in the air, and it's going one bounce just over the bowler's head. There's no man can feel behind the bowler's arms, so he picked his spot, and that was a good spot. 4 runs. Let's look at it.
Yes, short. All Wiggins had to do was simply just step back in his crease and just smack that over the bowler's head.
It was a poor delivery. Down the leg side, turn it around the corner. It's a quick single. How is that? Direct throw, but batsman is well in. And this time there's no overthrows from the ricochet, from the stumps. But did the bail come off?
Yes, he did, and it was also a wide, which means that, and they were able to run a single, so they actually ended up getting 2.
2, yes. He's using his feet, he's coming after him, and this is good cricket. Just touch and go, playing with soft hands, and they were off, scampering through for that single. 60 comes up on the board. They've recovered well. After the third over, leg byes. That's leg byes, signal there by the umpire. So he was using his feet, pushing out, playing a shot. But he gets a single. It's flatter, and this time he's banging this one down the ground, but long on is in play. Thinking too, but it's not there.
And Sadiq, when he gives the ball air, he troubles the batsman. When he bowls flat, he tends to be short.
Yes, I guess he doesn't want to give boundary sixes. This time again, he's being placed out of the park and he's gone for 4. The cow corner had no chance of catching up with that one. So Siddiqui is coming in for the hammering in this over. 2 boundaries so far. Was above the waist. I don't think the umpire would have called it. It was dipping.
Threw that on the on Aurora's bat, and Aurora gleefully took that gift and hammered it over cow corner for a 4.
Well, 13 runs so far from this over. And another short, flat delivery. Couldn't do much with that. It was keeping low on him. Took pace off of it. As that over comes to an end, I'm sure Samit Sadiq would be very, very happy for that one. So we're going to have
So we'll have a change in commentary, and Kim will come right back for Ivor. And after 10 overs, we're 67 for 1. Our Aurora is on 17 from 17. Ryan is on 29 from 29. And here is Kim. And that was a beautiful inside-out drive by Aurora, and he got the maximum he could for that with that shot. Beautiful drive for 4 out into the extra cover region.
Well, he flighted that one there, George, and he did make use of it and punishes that one to the boundary. So another 87 runs required from 59 now. They're not rushing anything. They're batting sensible, playing sensible cricket, 71 for 1.
Yes, the total is certainly within the range of T20. 8.9 runs per over is certainly gettable.
Yes, it is. And they have 9 wickets in hand. 10.2 overs gone. This is a 47 runs partnership. Flights it up. It gets under that one. It will go all the way over the top for enormous 6. What a shot.
Yes, Wiggins is considered, a 6 hitter, and he certainly made the most of that. You give him, let him straighten his arms so he could use his power, and he'll take full advantage.
Yes, and he did that. The target is 158. They're at 80. Is it 80 now? 56 runs required. They're at 79 for 1. 54 runs partnership here, George. So they need 79 from 56. And muscles that one. The fielder can't get around. It crashes into the fence for 4.
Yes, Aurora, once again, he's setting himself up to get the best out of the short ball. And, Matahushi, was a little bit short on that, and Aurora took full advantage.
Yes. Some 16 runs from the over.
And he flighted that one up, and he took no chance. Aurora took no chance. He simply gently tapped it out into the cover region, and they scampered through for a single.
Well, the Bears, they're right on top, I'll say, George. They're currently going at 7.6 runs and over. The record run rate is 8.2. They need another 74 runs from 54 deliveries. Very expensive over.
8 and 6, 14 and 3, 17 from
17,
that over.
yes.
Yeah, 17 from that over. Very expensive over.
It is. And I must say, it's a 59 partnership now. Very good going in between the two here. 9 extras in the innings so far. Another 54 deliveries to be bowled with 74 runs required. So the Tampa Tigers, they're looking to break the partnership here. But the 2 batsmen at the crease, they're well settled. They're seeing the ball more than a Jamaican Portland breadfruit. They're seeing it real big now, George.
Yes. So they have brought Honey Gore back into the attack to see if maybe he could break this partnership. Because if they can't break this partnership, it's almost will be a foregone conclusion that they will definitely lose this game, because in T20 cricket, 74 runs from 54 balls is
gettable.
Certainly gettable.
Yes. So only a wicket or 2 could change the game and take it away from the Bears now. So The Tampa Tigers, they're desperately hunting for a wicket. Well, they're in the jungle hunting now for food. Their food is wickets.
Yes. Food is wicket. Yes.
Yes. So they're setting the field. Batsmen are set. It's rather getting cool now.
So, Honey Gory is making sure he has the right field placement because his plan is to bowl a specific line.
Well, the lights are on. Nice shot. Can't get there in time. Runs away to the boundary for 4.
Guess his field placement wasn't good enough.
Honey's saying, I told you to get a little closer. If you look at his reaction there, George, he's saying, get a little closer. That's what I told you.
Yes, but if you're going to be slightly short and wide, you're going to give the batsman all the time in the world to place the ball exactly where he wants it with the power that he wants to hit it with, and that was what Aurora was able to do a while ago.
Yes.
And has hit this on the square leg, deep square leg, and was able to get another 2 runs.
Well, the lights are on here, George, and the Bears, they seem very comfortable. They need another 68 runs from 52 deliveries. This partnership is a 65 runs partnership.
I guess there's the wicket keeper have decided that he's going to stand up behind the wicket to keep the batter in close to the stump.
So the score moves up to 91 now. As I mentioned earlier, George, that I think this game will actually come down to the wire. It's going to be between the deliveries and the runs to get, because if you look at it, 67 runs needed from 51 deliveries, 9 wickets to go. Even though they're not picking up the wickets, they're going to want to keep things very tight to let the deliveries run away from the bowler, from the batsman.
But Aurora and Wiggins are putting so much pressure on the bowling side that 7.9 run rate is comfortable. It's comfortable. They have already 8 runs from 4 ball. 8 runs from 4 ball, and that's another boundary. Just comfortable.
Yes, they're not forcing the shots. They're waiting on the bowlers to bowl those bad balls and punish them, George. And that's exactly what happened with this one that runs away to the boundary for 4. That was a toss-up. He received it. It's Christmas. Why not take that gift? And he punishes it to the boundary. And the score moves on to 96-1. So Wiggins and Aurora, they are going quite well.
Yes. Aurora has 38 from 25, and Wiggins has 37 from 32. So they're making sure they get something from every single ball that's bowled. Every ball that's bowled. It's a single, a double, a 4. They're comfortable.
Yes, because currently they're on top of the record run rate now. At the end of over number 12, it is 98-1. 9 extras from it. The record run rate is 7.5. Current run rate is 8.2. A partnership that consists of 73 runs. Another 60 runs needed from 48 deliveries. So the Bears, they're in the driver's seat right now. They're cruising right along Lauderhill City.
And because they've only lost 1 wicket, they can go at the bowlers.
Yes.
They can, because they realize that even they should have good batters in the hut, so they could even take some chances.
Right.
So they don't have to sit back and wait. They could really put some even more pressure on the bowling team. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure that's what their management have communicated to the players. I mean, keep the pressure on. Do not wait. You know, we're not going to wait until the last over.
Right.
Make sure that we continue to pressure them. So if they let them make the mistakes.
Indeed. So yes, you're correct there, George, to say let them make the mistakes. If wait on the bad ball, punish them, but work with your ones and twos and till the bad balls comes and you punish it. And they did just that. So they're called who's that back in the attack?
Bashkar Yadram,
Yes.
who batted very, very well in this inning. He's bowled 2 overs for 4 runs. So they're hoping their best batter or one of their best batter could also be their best bowler. Hopefully that will help.
Yes, because he have bowled 2 overs already. A wide signal there. Bowled 2 overs already. 4 runs from it. This extra make it 5. This is a 74 runs partnership here, George. It's a big one for the day.
Yes, it's an excellent partnership. Excellent partnership.
It's 99 for 1, chasing a total of 158 runs. A 59 runs recorded on from 48 delivers.
So Yadram into Ryan.
2 batsmen there. So set. They will have to make their own mistake to get out.
And notice what they've done. They continue keeping the pressure on, because at 7.4 runs per over, all they have to do is maybe get singles, and if they get even just 6 singles, the run rate is still going to continue still be low.
Yes, so the 100 comes up. It's 101 for 1. Target is 158. So they need 57 runs now here, George. But the Tigers, they're definitely out there hunting for a wicket. They desperately need.
And look at that. That was a truly a good ball. He simply got a bat on it. The keeper was unable to get his glove on it, and as a result, they still got 2 more runs.
So they continue to keep the scoreboard ticking, rotating the strike, not allowing pressure to be on each other. Rotate the strike. We'll work with 1s and 2s. That's what they're saying. And wait until we get a boundary. They are on top of the record run rate. They're currently going at 8.3 runs and over.
And we noticed they have also brought in the fielders a little bit closer, trying to cut the singles down.
But they're still finding ways to get them, though, George.
So that was one of the good plays, in which by bringing the fielders in, they were able to prevent them from getting a single. Prior to this, they might have easily gotten a single out of that one.
So it's just 6 runs from the over so far. 54 runs required now from 44 delivers. I think this is just going to come down to the wire, George.
Yes. That is if they could continue to get bowlers like Yadram, who is bowling as economical as he's bowling. He's bowling 2.4 overs. He's only given up 10 runs, but they're going to have to get other bowlers who are bowling with the same intensity, the same line, same length, not giving up a lot of runs. You can't give up, 10 runs and over or anything. You have to give up less than 6 runs and over.
Right. So 10 extras in the inning so far, 13 overs completed. Another 54 runs, record from 42 delivers. So George, they are set. Well, the over not finished yet.
One ball to go.
Yeah, so 54 needed from 43, and we are in over number 13.
Yes, and Yazram continues to bowl and keep the pressure on, but they need at least 2 more overs, same with the same approach.
Slash and slash harder beats the man. Well, he managed to come around the man in the deep, save the boundary. They actually got 2 runs there, George.
Yes, and Yazram still continues to keep a lot of pressure. He only gave up 2 runs on that last ball, so he's bowled 3 overs for 12 runs. So it is still one after 13 overs. It's still 106 for 1. They still need 52 runs from 42 balls, but they're gonna have to get at least 1 or 2 other bowlers who bowl the same tight lines, or if they don't, this game will be over in a hurry.
Yep. So we have another match comes up. It is 5:22 here in Lauderhill, right here at the Broadwood County Stadium. So Tampa Tigers, they batted first. They made 157 for 8 from their allotted 20 overs. Virginia Bears, they're replying now. They are currently at 106 for 1. They need another 52 runs from 42 delivers. We'll see who will be victorious at the end of this game.
Yes, and let's see who the bowler is to see if he could keep pressure on Ryan Wiggins, who is on 38.
Asib is back. Abdul Asib, he's back in the attack. Bowled 2 overs and for 18 runs. So they'll be looking to him to break the partnership. This is a partnership of 81 runs, a very big one for the day. We have another game comes up next. So they're having a chat. They're desperately in need of a wicket here. That's the Tampa Tigers. They're out there hunting for the Bears. But who will be the victorious here, George? Will it be the Bears or the Tigers? It's yet for us to see.
At the rate they're going, it seems pretty clear that the Virginia Bears are in the driver's seat. That was a gift that was not taken by Ryan. However, once again, they did get a single, and any run that they get, they will think of it as a good thing.
Yes.
I mean, so Aurora is asking for something. We're not sure what he's asking for. He's on 46 from 31. Delivers. Okay, and Abdul Hasib probably wanted to see what Aurora was, what his intent was. Aurora had no intent other than watching what it is that Abdul planned, and so we'll start all over again. Abdul into Aurora. And once again, single. Out into the cover regions. Short cover region. Takes a single. They're talking to each other. Both batsmen talking to each other.
So they're currently still on top of the record run rate here, George. They're going at 8.1 runs and over. A partnership of 83 runs, of another 50 runs needed from 40 deliveries. Good delivery. Good delivery there from Abdul. Just managed to get a run. Well, he managed to get down his bat quickly.
What was that? What was that? A drop catch? It looked as if it came back to the bowler because he put his hands to it. Wasn't quite sure if he had an opportunity to take that return catch.
Well, we'll have to see the replay for that.
So Abdul into Aurora. Once again, they're making sure they get something off every ball, even if it's a single.
Keep the strike, keep rotating the strike and keep the scoreboard ticking. So 4 runs from it so far. 4 deliveries been bowled and they picked up 4 runs already. So another 48 runs required from 38 deliveries.
Abdul into Ryan. And he once again hit that hard into the cover region. And he, what a poor cricket. That was truly poor cricket. Instead of throwing the ball in directly to either the keeper or the bowler, he just tossed that ball into the cover fielder, who went over his head, and the batters were so attuned to what was going on, they took a second run.
What do you call a shot like that? Well, he was definitely going for wide. He extends his arm with the bat and he punishes that one. Runs away to the boundary.
He threw himself at the ball.
Look at it.
He threw himself at the ball with himself. Not only with himself, he threw himself at the ball with his bat and got rewarded.
Yes. I've seen Andre Russell play the shot just like that. Maybe he copied that one from Andre Russell. Well, he picked up 4 to end the over. 14 overs completed. The score reads 116 for 1. Record run rate is 7 runs per an over. The Bears, they're on top of it. They're going at 8.3. A partnership of 91 runs. A big partnership here. They just need another 42 runs from 36 deliveries. Aurora, he's on 48, and Wiggins, he's on 46 from 37 deliveries. So the batsmen, they're going good, George.
Yes, they are. And I will, that Ryan should be commended for what he just did. He recognized that there was no fielder in the position. If he were able to throw himself at the ball, get his bat on the ball, get it over the fielder, he would be rewarded. And he was rewarded with a boundary.
Yes. A big partnership, a partnership of 91. That's a good, huge one.
Yes, they have certainly given their team a great opportunity to be successful. Aurora and Wiggins and their team, I'm sure their teammates are pretty thankful for how much effort they have put into trying to take them over the line here. So Bhishma is back in, and this one is there is no doubt about this. I mean, it is so easy. This one was so easy. Bhishma was offline, and Aurora made no mistake about this. And so Aurora is now on 52. And he simply raised his hand to his teammates, who gave him the applause for reaching his half century.
Well, it's a good half century. Comes up from 34 deliveries. So they need another 38 runs from 35 deliveries. A partnership of 95. Can they get 100 partnership?
The rate they're going, I see no reason why they won't. And once again, they're playing sensible cricket. Was given an easy length delivery outside the off stump. He took what was given to him and got a single.
So the lights are on. We have another game comes up immediately after this. So Wiggins, he's on 46, 33 deliveries to go, 37 runs required. And we're in over number 15, 10 extras already from the innings. The record run rate has gone down to 6.7. Current run rate is 8.3. Well, he opened up. He waited patiently for that one. Open up. Hits and hits hard. It's gone over the top for a huge 6. What a shot. That was a good shot, and it brings up the 50 for Wiggins. He's on 52 from 39 deliveries, and 100 partnership comes up between both of them. 102 partnership, a wonderful innings there, George.
Yes, it is. It's been a great partnership. And to calm himself down, Ryan Wiggins made sure he played to ensure that the very next ball would not be a success for Bhishma. So we'll see how it works out in the 15th over. And once again,
the only thing can change this game right now, George, if the Tampa Tigers can get these two set batsmen out. Then you'll have 2 new batsmen in, and they need another 31 runs from 30 deliveries. 15 overs gone. So only that can actually put some pressure on the Bears, and I don't think that's possible right now.
no, it was, and we're going to have a change in commentary, and here is Ivor.
About 2 or 3 overs, maybe. About 2 or 3 overs. I think we might have to do the man of the match only. Yes, so stand by.
So 11 runs from that over. 3 dots and 11 runs and 15 overs completed. 31 runs required from 30 deliveries. So it can be a runner ball right now for the Bears. Welcome back, Ivor.
Yes, good to be back. And can I say, this pair have done wonderfully well for themselves and the team. So the Bears are roaring. Here it is.
And it crashes into the fence of 4. They are roaring loud right here at the Broadwood County Stadium. They are cruising right here in the beautiful city of Lauderhill, Ivor. They're driving well, and I tell you, another 27 runs required from 29 deliveries. The score rushes to 131 for 1. A partnership that consists of 106 runs. What an innings!
Yes, indeed. The Virginia Bears are running wild, and he's swinging down the leg side.
And it will go for another boundary. The boundaries are coming in. It seems as if the Tigers, they are finished hunting. They are looking relaxed in the field. They know that the Bears, they're in control right here, Ivor. Another boundary. Score moves up to 135 for 1.
Yes, indeed. So both batters have worked their way to half centuries. And I know there's going to be a play of the game now. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, I think the adjudicator going to have his work cut out for him. Bang again into the onside. Runs here, but it's just going to be 1 because there's coverage in the deep. And I can say, at this pace, these guys would have chased down 200.
I would agree with you. They bat sensible and good cricket. They managed to take their 1s and 2s when boundaries weren't coming in. Umpire signal a while. It seems as if something has troubled the stumps, and maybe it's the foot of the keeper. Saw some lights there, Ivor.
Yes, I guess he was trying to trick the umpire into thinking that the batter would have hit wicket. Because they want to break this partnership by any means necessary. Well,
it's a partnership of 112. That's a huge partnership.
Yes, well, it's always good to see two batters coming together. They were slow. At one stage, I heard George saying that both batters are below the 100 strike rate, and George would have stayed in the hot seat and watched them come recover and would have gone well past the 100 strike rate. Well, I can pretty much say this match is done and dusted. Can I say that? Or cricket is still a game of glorious uncertainty.
Another 21 runs to get. But the Bears, they're roaring quite loud in Lauderhill. Can't put foot or hands to that one. It smashes into the boundary for 4.
Another boundary, and I think he could have done a little better. He could have put in the dive, but I guess he said, what's the use? Maybe he has another match to play. Bang, let's look at it on the replay here. They're picking this spot. It's like what? Taking candy out of a baby's mouth?
When you look at the wagon wheel, they have been playing shots right across the ground, so the fielders, they're tired. And so if they can give up the chase, they will. They have been smashed right around the ground by Aurora and Wiggins. Aurora, who is on 62, Wiggins, who is on 57. This partnership is 117 runs. 16 runs needed now from 24. 16 overs completed.
Yes, well, early in the day, the Tigers would have won the toss, decided to take the first knock, and they would have worked themselves to a comfortable total. They recovered well, but not good enough from this standpoint. 142 it is, and like we said, we have more balls than runs.
Yes.
George, what do you say?
I clearly see. I didn't think it was going to be
This easy?
Well, I thought it would be.
Okay.
As I clearly pointed out, that says once these two got going, I didn't think it was going to be the type of match that went down to the wire.
All right, well, the Bears are in command, and like you said, I thought they would have Bears having babies, but you're saying they have more balls than maybe guts, but they have more balls than runs for sure. Well, this one is going to be done and dusted shortly, and I can say so myself.
Yes, because when you look at the record run rate now, it is 3.9. They're on top of things, so they just need 15 runs from 23 deliveries.
Well, I'm going to see if I can get to the adjudicator to make sure that the right person gets rewarded for the man of the match or the player of the match. So, George, you're going to take it from here. You're going to anchor the ship with Kimberly.
Partnership of 118 runs, a big one. If the West Indies can make partnership like this, they will actually win every game they play. Right, George?
Yes. It certainly has been a good concerted effort by Aurora and Wiggins to take their team over the line. They had a good plan. They were
Well, umpire doing the skip there.
Yes, the umpire was skipping. But the batters, they had a plan, and they stick to the plan, and they were determined to see it through to the end, and that's what they're doing. Aurora, who's on 63 from 40, and Ryan Wiggins, who is on 59 from 46.
Yes.
And they're not about to give away their wicket, even though there is 12 runs to go from 19 balls. They're taking everything the fielding team is still giving them. They're rotating the strike, and when they are off, they punish them.
Yes, so you must commend the batters. They bat well. They take control of their thoughts, and they're doing just well. 17 overs gone. Score reads 146-1. Another 12 runs needed from 18 delivers. Aurora, he's on 64. Wiggins, who is on 59.
And Bhishma has completed his quota of 4 overs. for 25 runs, and he's taking the 1 wicket. You know, that fell.
So they're really on top of things. The record run rate has come down to 4. The current is 8.6. A partnership of 121 runs, 18 deliveries to go, 12 runs needed now. So we have a next game immediately after this game.
And it's Leslie Daniel. They're they're trying anything they can to see if they can't break this partnership. Leslie Daniel will be the new bowler. He hasn't bowled all day. It will be his first over, left arm.
Well, that one knocked the bat out of Ryan's hand. Definitely seems as if it was going down the ground for some runs there. But he helped the Tampa Tigers to save some runs there.
Yeah, not a single.
Was a good game though. Sensible cricket being played by the Bears. A 122 runs partnership.
Yes, and Ryan watches that and plays that out into the short covers region, and they once again goes through for a single. It's now just 10 runs that's required.
And they will try to finish it in singles. No rush, because they know they have the game right at hand. No rush at all, George. Just cruising,
Yes.
cruising.
They have, you know, there's definitely no risk. No risk whatsoever. Put their bat on the ball and then just run through, and because they're pretty sure at some point someone will make a mistake and they'll get a boundary.
Yes. Just 8 now from 13.
And just like that.
Waiting for a signal. It runs away to the boundary for 4. So 4 to end the over. 18 overs completed. 154. The 150 comes up for Virginia Bears. 154 for 1. Aurora, he's on 70. Wiggins, he's on 61. 4 runs needed now from 12 deliveries. The fat lady, she's somewhere downstairs about to sing that song. So you can actually say that Virginia Bears, they have won this one, George.
Yes, with 2 overs to go, and all that's needed is 4 runs. And you may notice something very strange a while ago. The batter took the ball up. He didn't give it to a player. He gave it to the umpire.
Yes. So a next man learns from another man's mistake.
Yes. Gives it to the umpire. Don't try to give it to a player.
Yes. Based on what happened yesterday.
Yes. So it'll be Abdul Hasif into Ryan Wiggins. Let's see if he can finish it with 1 ball. Oh,
that's a gift.
No ball. And
it's gone. It's gone over the ropes, waiting for a signal. It's gone for 6. And it's a no ball. And that's the end of the game. We say congrats to the Virginia Bears. They have won this one by 9 wickets. The final score on the board is 161 for 1. Aurora finished on 70 from 45 deliveries, not out. Ryan Wiggins, 67 from 50 deliveries. A partnership of 136 runs with 12 deliveries to spare. And George, look at the scoreboard. Tell us what happened.
And clearly, I mean, Kandaswamy made 12 from 14, but Ryan Wiggins was not out on 67 from 50, and Arsh Aurora 70 from 45. They made 161 for one in 18 overs.
Yes.
And they were awesome in this chase. It was a no contest.
Yes, so they have put on the bowlers right across the ground. I see 35 runs from 3 overs. He went for what, 11.7 runs an over, and Honey too. He has been bowled 2 overs for 25 runs, 12.5 runs coming from that. Very expensive. They lost the only wicket at 25 runs and managed to build a partnership of 136. So for now, we take a break. We will join downstairs for the man of the match presentation. So in a few, we'll be back with you with the third and final game.
One, two. Yeah. Good? You good?
Check, check. Yes, well, we're here at the presentation party where we'll be having the player of the match and none other than the skipper here with us. You led from the front, chasing down a total and made it quite easy in the end. You were accompanied with Ryan Wiggins with 67 from 50 deliveries. How comfortable were you at the crease with him?
I mean, it was a good effort. Basically, our plan was just to play out, get their main bowlers out of the picture and then target the weaker bowlers. And as the weaker bowler came in, this power play, after end of the power play, we started rotating strike and then getting that odd boundary here and there. And after 10 overs, we just launched and waited for the fifth bowler. And that was really good. I mean, he was explaining it to me, just play it long, and we were just communicating for singles, doubles, and the boundaries will follow. So just the plan was to take the game deep.
Well, you made it easy for the adjudicator to select a player of the match because when you bowled, you took 3 for 24 from your allotted 4 overs, and then you came back with the willow to get 70 from 45 balls. Not out, that is. So you have been adjudicator's player of this game. You can go and get your trophy.